Right, we should be live, ladies and gents, on the YouTube. Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's my first time streaming to YouTube this evening via the wonder of OBS and using AV1 encoding. Streaming at 1440p goodness as well. So we're just going to get that set up. Hopefully we are live. Yeah, I am, look. There we are. Yeah, I am. Awesome. Right. We can go into the Discord and say good evening to Mr. Gary and Mr. Helgi.
Hello, sir.
The players are all there lurking, look. They're all there. Right, folks. Let's go to that screen. And you can go join the players online for the evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Helgi. You got your microphone working now? Now you've actually turned it on?
Mic is working.
Now you've actually switched it on, Mr. Helgi. You know, press the on button. You know, all that.
The microphone was switched on, but Windows, yeah, protected me from using it.
I figured I might as well get in early and give him some Mickey taking and some piss taking before Barker arrives, and Barker comes in and gives him some stick about not turning on his microphone the other evening. Right, we can jump in. It is... Oh, it's the morning. It's a lovely morning on the map.
Yeah, I moved it forward.
Yeah, it was night time when I popped on earlier to quickly grab a screenshot for a thumbnail.
So potato harvest went fine?
Potato harvest went very well, didn't it, Richard?
Yeah. Plenty in the silo.
Yeah, we got a few in the silo to keep for our own use. I put some in the machine for the feed. No, I didn't put any in the thing for the mineral feed because we haven't got carrots and stuff yet. But all the leftover potatoes are in the silo. They are.
But he make us that much money that we are above a million again? Or
Yeah, we made quite a good bit of money, didn't we? And then selling all the stuff and bits and bobs that we had, all the fruits and stuff. Yeah, we made a decent bit of money. Field 11 cultivating job is available. Loads of fertilising jobs.
Yeah. Okay, if you want, you can assist Richard in harvesting.
Oh, you told him to.
13.
You told him to cook.
Was he?
No.
Sunflowers?
Is Richard harvesting?
Yeah.
You got a truck over there, or do you need a truck?
I've got a trailer. Tractor and a trailer.
Tractor and trailer.
He hasn't got a truck there.
He's got a tractor and trailer. I can drive the tractor and trailer then. It's fine. Mr. Helgi's also a little bit on the low side volume-wise, so I might have to just bump him up a little bit. In the
I didn't know if that was my phone.
No, it's Mr. Helgi's already on max volume, so yeah, he needs to turn his mic up a little bit, his gain. He's a little bit on the low side.
Let's see if I can do anything there.
How's Gary? Gary's alright. Gary's at about 150%, so Gary should be coming through loud and clear.
That's not too bad, though.
Yeah. Botrix has correctly joined the channel, so that's nice. Botrix is here tonight for me as well.
You on Kick as well?
No, not on Kick, because Kick website was messing around this afternoon when I was streaming Football Manager, so I decided I'm not even going to try it tonight. I'm just going to be on YouTube tonight. Can't be doing with their website mucking about.
No.
Am I loud enough?
No, you're still very quiet, Mr. Helgi.
I'm very, very quiet.
You are very
I
quiet.
have to let me see this one. This- Is it better now?
That's
1,
better.
2, 1, 2.
That's better.
Okay, I put it to 100%.
That's better.
Excellent.
So, yeah. So yeah, I figured I'd stream Farm Sim to YouTube tonight because I haven't got any Farm Sim videos this week on YouTube, so I don't want to let all the
It's not-
YouTube fans
It's not
down.
on Kick.
No, it's not on Kick, no, because the Kick website was messing around earlier when I was streaming, so I was like, I don't... And like Sunday night, the website Kick messed around when we were streaming, and it just gets to the point where it gets a bit frustrating. If their website's not working, it just messes everything up. Because what's the point of me streaming if people can't view and chat and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So they need to fix their stuff.
Yeah, there's not much, is there?
No. So I'd rather
Not
stream on a
talking to
platform
yourself
where
in one
people
way.
can watch and chat and enjoy things. So hence we're over here on YouTube tonight. And we are in 1440. Yes, I have increased the resolution for today's stream.
Yeah, it looks very clear.
Text-to-speech
big
doesn't work,
screen.
Barker, sorry.
Very clear.
Not set it up with YouTube.
Is there a possibility to move the chat to the left or right of the screen?
Move the chat to the left or right.
Because the chat is at the bottom of the...
If you take it off Cinema View or something, it should put the chat on the left or right side of the
yeah.
screen.
Good, then it's small.
And it's small.
It's only small screen. But okay.
But yeah, and it's AV1 encoding, Barker, as well. I switched the vertical plug-in encoder to AV1, so hopefully it all works good, works well. I'm streaming at 18,000 bit rate, so should all be good. Install the extension Truffle VIP.
Anna, the oven's beeping.
The oven is beeping.
By the way,
Yeah,
I gifted you something and it said, when it was finished, it said anonymous. That was me.
Oh, it's you, was it, that did my wish list thing?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that, Miss Helgi. I did wonder what the anonymous thing was, who sent it. Oh, that is amazing. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your generosity, sir. Yeah, I got that notification while I was having me dinner. I was like, oh, send a thank you message to an anonymous.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
Just about.
I have not registered at the shop, obviously.
What, 2 halves on the whole thing? Because I've got a big box. way.
I put the link in Discord for Helgi. Awesome, Barker. I'm sure he'll have a check of that out. That's a convenient time for him. Build 8 is 68% completed.
You're being an idiot. Emily, while I'm taking Esme home, can you please get some Java out? Emily?
And a screenshot to show
While
it
you
works.
did it,
Awesome, Barker.
but you kind of feel happy to.
Take these sunflowers to the Grain West elevator. A long drive.
Yes, it's a bit out of the way.
See, I don't think the commands work either on YouTube, Barker, because you have to set them up for every platform. It doesn't work. It's not like a global thing. You have to set them up on every platform, and that's why text to speech doesn't work either on YouTube either, because I've not set it up for YouTube. It's literally everything's only enabled on Kick.
What a shame.
Yeah, so we can't do the half a job command thing. Botrix is useless over here. Yeah.
But it's hot, so just don't leave it too long so it gets cold. And it doesn't later.
I'm sure there will be better bots in time.
And I'll be back.
Better things
Alright,
that can interact with YouTube rather than Botrix. I mean, I could always go back to like Stream Elements for YouTube commands and functionality.
No, that was a different story. In your face, chickens.
In your face, chickens.
They didn't make more money than me. I gave them. That was fake news. They were fake chicken.
Emily, pack them.
Mutant chicken.
Such a long drive to this sell point. From that field.
Yeah.
Literally still not there yet.
Yeah, I didn't realise how far it was when I brought the trailer over. I was like, fucking hell.
But I could imagine a sell point that is even further away.
Oh yes.
Now imagine it's a 4X map.
Oh,
Drive a
yes.
quarter of an hour to be back. Takes 15 minutes.
We'll have helicopter drops.
Must admit, I was having a look online today for maps. I was trying to see if I could find something good for multiplayer.
Yeah, see, this map is actually a little bit too much work to prepare. fields.
Yeah, the Stevie's 4X map is, like you say, you've got to go and make all the fields to start with and decorate it and design it and everything yourself. That's the first thing you'll be doing before you get into any kind of farming. And I'm not really a map maker, decorator type person. You know, I chuck a few placeables and a few buildings on a map, and that's about my limit. I don't do all the landscaping and hill making, and anybody who's watched my streams where I've tried to do any landscaping or hill making knows that that doesn't go very well. My ring would say, prime example.
When we played on a 4X map, it did also take some time to load, didn't it?
Yeah, it does take longer to load up. Yeah, the game does take longer to load because obviously you're loading up 4 times as much data in a 4X map.
Yeah. Also, for the map to
synchronize and everything and update takes longer, yes. So when you first log in, it does take a little bit longer.
The 4X map is not bad as long as your fields and the set points are close to each other. So you have more fields around that you could eventually use, but you don't have to drive all the way through the map all the time. So it's also something if you consider a 4X map. But at the moment, I think a normal map size is sufficient.
Mm. I mean, one of the things for me is like, if you get a map where all the cell points are close together and the farm is close together, the problem with that is you don't really travel anywhere. You're all in like one area, and it's kind of like one of the things I do actually sometimes say to Stevie when he is designing his maps and everything. You know, it's great in some respects that he chucks everything at the farm and you've got absolutely everything at the farm, but then you don't really travel from it.
Yeah.
Whereas I do like the maps where they do stick, they stick things like cows in one area, sheep in another area, chickens, and it gets you moving about the map a bit more, gets you driving around.
Yeah.
Because the tendency is, and the trap then that everyone falls into is wherever your farm starts, you typically buy the fields around that.
Normal.
And it's like
close.
Yeah, these map makers spend so much time making these lovely, wonderful maps, and then we players never see like half of it because we just want everything to be close.
I mean, but on this map we definitely saw now, should have seen everything by now. Because we played for a year now. Okay. I remember. Or maybe March last year or something. When did we start?
When did we start on Tranquil Waters? I have to look back and see when Stevie released it. Well, because I don't think we've been on this as long as you think. Because we was on Maypole. We was on Elm Creek for a long time, which was obviously Stevie's first map. We did Calmsden in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Richard's waiting for me. He got very full.
I have Elm Creek, I have Maypole, I have Calmsden. Still have the mod folders. Need to delete them at one point. Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, because Elm Creek, we had so many issues with Elm Creek, because we had to restart that map like dozens of times, because it kept breaking, didn't it?
Yeah.
It kept getting to a point where you just couldn't forward time anymore on the map. You'd like you'd play for about a year and then it'd break.
It's a good map then. You're only having a year out of me.
You only get to play on it for a year, yeah. And we tried loads of different in-game year, yeah. Which was like crazy.
We never played seasons on one of the maps, didn't we?
Oh. Ray, got a bath. That's cold.
Outside or the can?
The beer that I've just spilt all over me. As it went, yes, it all fizzed up out the can as I opened it. I think that's been.
Did you read the instructions?
I think
is that the one you dropped?
Oh no, it's been in the fridge since I bought it. I'm just wondering.
Should have read the instructions before drinking.
I'm wondering if it had a drink by date. I probably should have drank it a bit sooner than now. And it's doing that slightly thing where it over ferments itself. A bit like those Budweiser cans I've got in the cold house downstairs, which are like 2 years out of date, that are
popping at the bottom.
Popping at the bottom because they're like.
I definitely wouldn't like to open one of them.
No.
Use it as champagne by the end of the season.
Yeah, I might bring the cans to matches in future and give them to ball boys. For your excellent ball boying, here you go, have a can.
Have a can.
Wait till you get home to open it.
Yeah.
On your parents' furniture.
Exactly. Say it was Robbo what gave you it.
Yeah, Robbo gave you it.
I'm on field 15 and I'm getting hardly 30 FPS.
I'm getting 30. Over here. It's crazy because I'm down in like Treeville. I'm like in the king of the trees. Getting closer. So we've got date night tomorrow night. Woohoo!
Oh, I hear you're going on a date Sunday.
Am I?
Yeah, going down to Edwards and.
I'm going to go watch some Under the Covers. Yeah. We're gonna have
I hear
zombie day.
Sophie's going.
I don't know. She's tried filling me in
Is-
on all the town pub scene.
I didn't know if it was like one of your board meetings. Try and get more money out of her.
No. She's like, oh, you can look on there. She's like, you can look on their Facebook page and it tells you every band they have there every week. I'm like, well, to be honest, I'm only going because it's Under the Covers and I know who they are.
Yeah.
I'm not
I don't know the rest of
I'm
them.
not going to go to Edwards every week. It's not like a new thing. I'm just going where Under the Covers are. You know? Because I thought they were pretty decent when they came to our place, and I'm looking forward to them coming back at Easter and playing again. But, you know, they play songs that I know. So, you know, I'll go and watch them. Whereas Brad and his crew, I won't probably ever go and watch them anywhere.
No, I told Anna to try and get council then. I said, no, just get rid. You need cover bands, not people who's going to make their own musical.
Yeah, we ain't got a generation of supporters who can deal with that.
No.
We're all old people. Well, we're all old people for a start, so yeah, we definitely want cover bands, but also cover music's better than any of the modern music, so we're trying to educate the youth as well.
Exactly.
Improve the standard of music that the youth are listening to. You know? It's not for our benefit, it's for the likes of Emily and Oliver and Tom and Noah and all those people. Those are the people we're trying to help with the bands that we hire.
Educational,
yeah. Proper music where people wrote their own songs, played their own songs, sang their own songs. None of this auto-tune stuff. None of this X Factor nonsense. Not this TikTok generation of performers. You know, proper music. Music that you can see, feel and hear.
Yeah.
Music that gets you in all the senses, you know? It's what we need.
And this is where Mr. Haugie turns around and he likes classical.
No, Mr. Helgie's in his choir. Mr. Helgie's got his choir going. Mr. Helgie's the music man.
Is field 19 ready to harvest, or?
Yeah, our field is.
Okay.
You can head over there if you wanted to. It's some barley going.
Doing a fertilizing job.
That's okay.
17.
Smash the contracts first, and then we can move on to our own stuff.
Yeah.
The old man has
Get the money in.
Drop those likes and subscribes. So you're confident, I hear, Richard, that you're going to have transport for Saturday?
Oh yes, yes. He's confirmed that it should be done by Friday evening.
Awesome. Because as
If not, I'm reducing his wages.
Because I was explaining to everybody in my stream this afternoon that under no circumstances are we going to consider becoming bus wankers.
Nope.
So we would sooner miss the game than be bus wankers.
Well, I said to Anna, I said I'll just hire a car if I have to. That's how desperate it would be. It's like I can't.
I did offer Anna
I don't think I could do the bus.
I did offer Anna my car last night. I said, you know, if it was, you know, if you needed a car for the Saturday, you could use my Mariva. It would be big enough for the boot, for the kit, and for getting people in.
Ah, perfect.
We might have to Fred Flintstone it on a few occasions because it's only a 1.4 litre petrol engine. So if there's any hills, we might have to pedal. Yeah, you might have to put a feet through the floor and pedal. But
open the trap door.
Yeah. Right, I'm full again.
Don't take long. See you in about an hour.
See you in about an hour. Whilst I head off back to the sell point. I was asking why.
Yeah, I said to Anna, I said I'll have to hire a car.
For that reason, really. For that reason, it's a 1.4 litre petrol barker. It's not very fast. You know. Plus, it's never been driven out of town, really, so I'm not sure how it would react to suddenly being put on the A1 and being asked to do 70. You know.
You think the car has feelings?
I think it probably does. I think you'd probably scare it at this point in its life if you suddenly asked it to do that. Suddenly asked it to do like motorway driving and stuff. I think you'd terrify it.
It's like Caleb, never been out of the town.
Yeah. It hasn't.
Yeah, your car's a Caleb.
That car is a Caleb indeed. I mean, it's... What is it?
Is it a 12 plate?
Yeah, it's what... I think it's 16 or 17 years old this year, that car. And it's only done 30,000 miles. Yeah, it's a 07 plate. It would have been... Would have been 14 in 21. Oh yeah. 17 this year. 18. Like I say, it's only done 30,000 miles. So...
It's not bad, is it?
Mechanically, very good, very barely used piece of machinery. Visually, looks its age. And that's why whenever people say, "Oh, why don't you get rid of that car and get a different car?" It's very difficult to find cars that have done 30,000 miles, only 30,000 miles, or less miles, that don't cost a fortune.
Have you set a date yet for showing Richard how to use GPS?
Nothing concrete yet.
Make an appointment.
No, I've not got it booked in yet.
It's so convenient, really. I mean, on field 17, you have a 1 or 2 stage growth. You would never see where you have already fertilized without GPS.
Mm.
It's impossible to do without GPS. You would have to have a... I did it in some games, but you have to aim at the other end of the field to have a tree or something that you have to aim and drive towards. Otherwise, it's not working. And then the compass you have in the minimap.
Barker gifted 5 memberships.
Ooh.
Wow, Barker! Incredibly generous of you, dude. Again, I don't think I've got alerts for that kind of stuff. Sadly.
Well, in chat it says Farmer Chi, Cado Builder, David Clark, Kenan DK, and Joe Tur.
The reason why. I know the reason why. There won't be any alerts, will there? Because I'm using my Farm Simulator profile in OBS. So I haven't set up any of the browser sources or anything for like the alerts, alert boxes, chat, things like that, because I don't have that when on my recording profile. I don't need any of that.
What's the matter?
Today, can you put our TV back in?
No. Because it's bedtime soon.
What?
No, don't do that.
If I'd streamed with the Stream Kick profile, I would have had all the alerts and stuff.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
So you're gonna have to do your own little. You're just gonna have to do your own sub dance and alert notification. Plus, that's a good thing as well. YouTube doesn't like my alerts. Remember, it demonetizes me and copyright strikes me for the alerts. So I would have ended up losing money. We're gonna have to get some YouTube-friendly alerts. So Jota, Keenan DK, David Clark, Kado Builder and Farmer G all received gifted memberships. Well, thank you, Barker. Well, tonight's been a good night so far. Mr. Helgi's gifted me off my wish list. Barker's dropped some gifted memberships in the YouTube stream. What a night. Who needs kick?
Yeah.
Sat here playing farm sim with my friends.
And Helge still hasn't liked the what?
And Helgi still hasn't clicked the like button on the stream.
Ah.
He still hasn't clicked
Why
the full...
doesn't he say? Why doesn't he say that? He uses a language that I can't follow. Cryptic.
Cryptic Barker.
There you have a like.
I've got a thumbs up. Woohoo! That slowly
I have
helps
no
to
idea
erase
that I
all
was-
those thumbs down that people have been giving me on my videos the last week. All the people have been hating on my videos. I'm sure it's one person, just one person trolling me.
You
Sure
know
it
that I
is.
was so closely monitored.
Everybody's monitored, mate. It's 1984 all over. You ever read that novel? George Orwell?
Yeah.
That's the world we live in, I'm afraid. It became true.
Well,
Everywhere we go, we're monitored. We're surveilled. You know? Everything's listening to us. Our phones, our devices.
they know how many steps you do per day.
Yeah. You had to gift the £5 membership, so they are higher tier than you. Wow. So all those people are in the they're in the big boy membership bracket, are they? I can't remember what I called that group of people. There's the thank you club, which is everybody that subscribes for £1. There's the buy yourself a beer gang, which Barker is in, which is like the £3 one or whatever. And then I can't remember what I called the £5 group because I've never had any, so I've not had to worry about knowing what they're called. Sorry. I'll know your names when you do it. I'm sure it'll tell me. If I go into Discord, I think it tells me, because it obviously has the different roles with the YouTube link. And I'm no doubt if I go and check the membership page in YouTube, it will tell me what they're called. But yeah, we've had a very good day today. I mean, a nice stream earlier, which was nice and civil, nice and enjoyable. Getting back into the Football Manager stuff. I did try to upload that video, the VOD. However, it is like 120 gigabytes in size. And it still had like 47 minutes to go when I sat down to start streaming, so I was like, I'm gonna have to cancel it. I'm gonna have to cancel it and upload it tonight, later. And then everybody can watch the start of season 2 of the save. Which became more of a stream of how many players can I get on trial, and will any of them ever actually sign for me? Or literally, did they just use me to put them on trial and then go and get a deal with someone else? Because that was like
play for somebody else.
That was 97% of all the transfers today in the stream. Every single player I gave a 4-week trial to, played 1 match, then buggered off somewhere else. And they would rather go and play for some club's under 21 team than actually play real proper competitive football for us in the first team. No, it makes no sense, that doesn't, to me. Already a third of your YouTube income from 2023, so maybe just do them as unlisted streams and just make them public when you're doing, if you don't want to multi-stream. Unlisted streams. What's that? You don't want to multi-stream. I could do. Yeah, you could do. You could do them as unlisted streams. The FM stuff, yeah. Do them as member-only streams. Member-only. Give the members something. Save the download and upload. Yeah, it would. You're quite right there, Barker. We know we can AV1 stream now. We know we can AV1 stream to YouTube. And there's no reason that the vertical plugin won't work across all of my profiles. So when I'm doing Football Manager, it'll work. And when I'm doing my kick stuff, it'll work. I mean, I could literally do that now. I could literally do that now with with the FM23 save as well. I could literally do that as like an unlisted stream thing, couldn't I? It'd save me having to do the recording and rendering and everything. But then you would miss the intro and the outro bit unless I put those little videos onto scenes and had it like as the starting scene and end scene and just did the switching through. So you got the little intro bit and music and the outro bit. Easy enough to do, would indeed. And like I say, it seems like, you know, anything that enables you to put out more content without necessarily having to spend even more hours is going to be a win-win in 2024. Especially when your hours are limited, becoming more and more limited. So yeah, because of the wonderful generosity of Barker this evening, I don't have to take up Anna's Asda job offer that she sent me earlier. I don't know if she'd read the job post that closely, but It wasn't even advertising for Asda in Grantham.
Oh, was they looking for people?
No, Asda in Grantham weren't. I don't know why it was showing as Asda Grantham. The nearest place to us that was looking for somebody was Skillington.
Oh, okay then.
And I was like, well, Skillington's all well and good, but I don't fancy coming back with more puppies every time I go there. I don't need any more of Dave's dogs. Which would be the kind of potential risk.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know whether you've driven to Skillington, but those back roads at this time of year with the ice and the rain and the frost and everything aren't all that sort of comforting.
I was there today actually, around the corner from Dave's, dropping some firewood off.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a bit dangerous.
As someone who's had a history of car accidents, you know, driving to places that don't actually have like proper roads.
Yeah, it's literally a little strip, isn't it?
And street lighting and stuff doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. Not to do multiple times a week for multiple hours.
No. I didn't know there was an Asda out that way.
I think it's one of them, like Tesco Express type Asdas, isn't it? Or Asda Express.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Shop type jobbies, I think.
Yeah, like what we got round the corner up here.
Yeah.
Like the co-ops and that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because Skillington's not going to have a big supermarket, is it? Let's be fair, there's only about 20 people.
No.
It's a corner shop. It's slightly bigger than a newsagent's.
Refill the shelves in half an hour.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
When you actually read the job advert, you're pretty much the do everything person. You're cashier, checkout guy, shelf filler, delivery, warehouse person. You do the lot because literally the store's only big enough to employ one person at a time.
I was going to say, it's a one-man
operation.
What's the matter, buddy? You get given the keys and that's it. It's down to you to do it all.
Down to you, yeah.
We have a kiosk around the corner that is more closed than open because they don't have people they don't have staff.
Oh, full again. Even if it's only for a few days, yeah. I mean, obviously, real talk, Barker, as much as I appreciate your excellent donation there and your gifting of memberships, we also have to remember that YouTube and Google are going to take 40% of that. They're going to keep 40% of that, sadly.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And this is where I get all the people there DMing me and tagging me on Twitter going, that's why you should be on Kick, because it's 95.5. Yeah. It is 95.5 if you're receiving anything on Kick. Otherwise it's 95 of 0. You should get 70%. I get 70%. I don't. I've checked it for whatever reason in my revenue stuff. I'm on 60-40 split with YouTube. It's probably because of my channel size. Until I reach the levels that you're at, Barker, with subscribers and viewers, I'm probably on a lower percentage. You're reluctant to spend on kick. Oh, don't worry about that, Barker. I totally agree, get you with that. And you know, I'm never going to force anybody to do anything. You know, be comfortable.
Is Barker on kick then?
No, he doesn't stream. He's just there for viewing and moderating and stuff. Doesn't do any streaming. Now, Barker's a hardcore YouTube creator. He does all his content on YouTube. But he never tells anyone what his channel is because he doesn't want us to know. Not until he's made it super star famous. Massive.
I reckon he's copying your videos and uploading them after.
No. No. Barker knows how badly my videos do. He doesn't want to. He doesn't need. He definitely doesn't want to copy those.
Are you going to do a live stream tomorrow with the training?
I would have a stab at it. I would give it a go, yeah. Do a bit of a live streaming session.
Because we was on about that Sunday, weren't we, I think?
Yeah.
Was it Sunday? Yeah. Sunday or Monday, whatever day it is.
I mean, a lot of that will depend on if Icky's working tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I mean, that would help for a start. I mean, I'm not sure mobile streaming to YouTube is something I really need to be trying to look at and figure out in a couple of hours before the actual event. Just vlog it like you said. Well, there is an element for that. Do it and then release it as a video a day later or so. And this tractor could do with a repair because it keeps slowing down. Give yourself an update on all the things that have happened in the last couple of my months. That would be my suggestion on how to do it. Yeah, could do, very much so. Yeah, we're doing so well now. We get to have WWE on the big screen. Woohoo!
Yeah. Starts at 6. I think it's SmackDown first, then Raw. Or it's the other way round. So as there's no football on apart from the training, but well, you got to show something.
CM Punk on the big screen.
So something a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah. I did like it on the lovely poster that Anna put out, advertising it. I thought that was really cool.
Not many people, I guess, will watch wrestling now it's on TNT or whatever they call it. If they haven't, because you have to, obviously with Sky you have to pay extra for BT. That's why I left Sky and went to Virgin, because it was free at the time. And then I guess it's still free on Virgin, isn't it?
So
if there's no football on,
Sweden, what does that mean?
He's got to move to he's put his VPN on because he wants to watch something. I'm guessing he's got something to watch that he needs a VPN for, so he can use his Fire Stick, his illegal Fire Stick, to stream whatever he's wanting to watch. Well, I love it. I love the poster. Grantham Town, first team training. Doors out, gingerbread open at 6. Training starts at 7. WWE on the big screen. And then Money Lady forgets to completely mention what day it's taking place on. Forgets to mention it's a Thursday.
it's just like, well, nobody needs to know what day.
No,
just turn up.
It's only for the benefit of the Hardcore 6 anyway. It's our own private little club. We don't want any outsiders coming in and messing with the atmos of the Hardcore 6.
Exactly. I think there's a few people coming, to be fair. It'll only be like first couple of weeks. It might be interesting for people, but then it'll die off, won't it? I'd imagine.
Maybe. Never know.
But
getting good results.
Hopefully not.
Might draw more people in. Doesn't use a Fire Stick, lol. Well, whatever you use for your illegal TV viewing and stuff to get all your Sky channels and everything without actually having to pay Sky. It's good though, because like I say, when the boxing was on the other week, he streamed it in the Discord for me. So when we was travelling back from
you watched that in the car, didn't you?
It, yeah. He uses a mobile emulator on his PC lot. Okay. I wonder if he'll do that for us in April. Well, he did that in April for the Joshua Ngannou fight in Dubai. And I guess before that it'll be Fury versus Usyk, won't it? That'll be the next pay-per-view boxing jobby.
There's quite a lot of boxing at the minute, isn't there, to be fair?
It's just having a bit of a good patch at the minute. Seems to be. They seem to have got themselves in a position where they're actually putting on decent fights. People, you know, want to watch.
I remember when I was downstairs at the television with my father at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch Cassius Clay boxing. Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay. Those were the days.
No streaming or whatever, or viewing later or something, Mediatek, no.
No, you had to be
Real
there.
live television.
Watch it or you missed it. You missed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No video recording.
No VCRs. No instant replays. I'm probably getting a little bit too far ahead of the harvester.
I don't think there's much more to do. I
instead of your unloading camera.
I'm trying to do it like Clarkson with Gerald. Says you got to have eyes in front of you, eyes behind you. Really is a tough job unloading a harvester. All the harvester driver's got to do is worry about driving in a straight line. But it's down to the tractor driver to distribute the crop evenly in the trailer and make sure the trailer gets evenly filled up. So he's got to keep his eye on the pipe. He's got to keep an eye on where he's driving. Tough.
All that without understanding the driver.
And being able to speak the same language as the guy driving the harvester. Exactly. You know? It's not easy. Not easy at all.
These are the moments when I really doubt my English capabilities.
So do I, to be fair.
That timer works, yeah. You're 10% off.
There's an article come up on the Grantham Town page about the new assistant manager.
Ooh, the guy, the bald guy from the weekend.
Yeah, Danny.
Hired.
Yeah, I'll have to read that. I still don't understand how that works because Paul's higher up. Louis is a coach. Oh, you're reading it now? Oh, what's Nathan saying about my car?
It's dead.
What's he doing?
Heather Garner. Fancy something different on a Thursday evening? Yes, pole dancing please, Heather. Louis appoints Dan.
Oh, go away. I don't want that.
Dan Bratcher has been appointed as first team assistant manager. Dan was on the bench on Saturday for the Gingerbreads win over Brighouse Town. He's currently the under-12s manager at Peterborough United and part of the setup at Youth Dreams Project. The Gingerbreads head coach Louis Van said, "I'm delighted that Dan has joined the coaching staff. We've known each other about 5 years after going through 2 football training courses together. We both see the game the same way. His links with Peterborough United are a big tick for the club too." I'm not sure we want any under 12 players though. Dan said, "It is a fantastic opportunity for me and an opportunity I could not turn down. The club is a massive one with a tremendous history. As Louis said, we share so many beliefs about football and how it is played. Saturday was an excellent start, but we'll all be working hard to build on that. The Gingerbread will be open on Thursday nights and you'll be able to head into the main stand to watch the first team train." On this, Louis Bland said, "We're all part of the club. The supporters have been fantastic from the moment I was announced. They can come see what we do at training and understand what we're trying to implement." Yes.
Oh, I'm glad he's inviting everybody.
Yeah.
He'll only be there for another week and then he'll fuck off. It'll be like the too noisy at away games. I can't deal with it. The new water boy is causing too many issues.
Any update on your pole dancing for your birthday? No, not yet. Is Richard full? Is he stopped?
No. Nathan, I've got a broken spring on my car.
Another one?
I'm like, what? Seriously? I only wanted the clutch doing.
Another bone shaker. That's why it's a bone shaker.
I'm like, oh. I'm sure they only fixed that not long ago. It's because she keeps hitting potholes and curb edges.
2 new front tyres as well, because they keep losing pressure.
Yeah, he said that on the inside or something. They're quite smooth.
No. Cracking
So-
the balancing's out then.
Yeah. I'm like, for fuck's sake. What more do you want from me? So I just told him to let me know how much so I can go and rob a bank.
Like I say, there does come a point where you start looking at the bill and the amount of work and start thinking, maybe it would be better to set fire to it on Harrowby's pitch. And do an insurance claim for a new one.
I'm sure we could get a picture of Jamie McGee inside it.
Yeah.
You know, sticking his fingers up out the window. It sounds like the car's going to be a bit more expensive than we was hoping for. Is he going to let us know how much? I want it back for the weekend. He said yesterday it'll be ready. Just put some duct tape over it, he can have it back Sunday.
Tell him he can keep it, buy a new one.
It's not that old, to be fair. We only got it last year.
Oh my god.
It's because of the dodgy driver. She puts her foot down, then she slams her brakes on, and then she'll hit every pothole she can find, and then she
like
hits
a
all the
rally
curbs.
driver. Like a real
Yeah.
rally driver.
She is, basically.
Although in Anna's defence, I would say that when you're driving around the part of the country that we live in, you're actually driving around in potholes, occasionally hitting bits of road.
Yeah. I don't think there's much road left underneath it.
You kind of have to avoid the bits of road, really, in our part of the world.
They're definitely made badly over here. He's going on holiday this weekend, Nathan is, so I reckon he's giving me an extra bill trying to pay off his holiday.
He's paying for his holiday. You're his holiday fund.
That's what it is.
You are. You're his travel cook.
That's it, you see. He's just said we can have it back for Saturday and then take it back to him and he'll sort the rest. Yeah, after he's had his holiday and then he's got to realise how much he spent. He's like, oh, this tyre needs doing now.
How much do I get out of this car to pay my bills?
Why did the ETS have to not do clutches?
Do they not?
You trust? No, they wouldn't do it for some strange reason. They took a load of new apprentices on, I think, and I don't think they're quite... Because we took it to them first, and they told us what it all was and looked at everything, and they said, yeah, it's your master's whatever cylinder, slave or whatever. But the bad news is we can't do it. I just don't have the people who can do it.
Wow.
And that's why it's gone to Nathan. I was thinking, oh, Nathan will do it for me. Yeah, 1,700 quid for just a cylinder bit. And then whatever else now. So.
But I'm sure this is a lot of work, really.
He picked the right week to go on holiday with, didn't he?
I suppose that's the one
When
good
I see him
thing,
tomorrow
the one
night.
good thing about my car. Whenever I go to any garage and I ask them how much something's going to cost, I always say, if it's more than $250, that's more than the actual car's worth. So just think before you quote me, Think before you quote me,
Yeah.
because 250 is how much the whole car is worth. And I'm not paying more than the car
No.
for bits to go on it.
With an empty tank or full tank?
I suppose
With
with a
half
full
a
tank
tank.
you could add 67 quid onto that, I suppose, 68 quid.
If you want to double the value of my car, fill the tank up.
Fill it up, yeah.
Little.
That's how you prove the market value.
You shouldn't have to put that AdBlue in it just yet. That's the next stupid thing, isn't it?
Oh, for the diesels.
Oh, not doing it.
Just P in it.
I love
Just,
that
food colouring.
when I watch the farmers on YouTube, like Millennial Farmer and the Welkers and that. They really hate all this AdBlue stuff on the new tractors. They absolutely hate it because the fucking machines won't run without it, will they? Just won't.
Yeah.
No.
There's nothing they can do.
Because they have detectors. They would run without it, but they have detectors that the tank is full. That's it. It would surely run without it. It just has more exhaust, or bad exhaust or whatever.
I just don't think it runs without it at all, does it now?
No.
Why not?
Everything's got AdBlue.
Yeah.
My mate's just bought a new van and he says he has to put more AdBlue in it than blooming diesel. Luckily, his mate's a lorry driver, so he goes there and fills it up at his work. And they only charge him like a tenner or something. I'm like, when I need my van doing that.
I had to laugh at Zach one day in one of the Millennial Farmer videos. He says, I don't understand how this AdBlue stuff is environmentally friendly. He says, right now, because I don't have AdBlue, I can't plant 20 acres of plants, which are good for the environment, he says. It says 20 acres of plants that take carbon dioxide from the air and put oxygen back into it and provide food for people to eat and animals to enjoy. He says, and I can't do it because I haven't got this 1 litre of this stuff because my local dealerships ran out and I refuse to pay $47 to get it from somewhere else.
It's literally just pee. Yeah, it's ammonia. That's it. And they call it something like DEF, something in the US.
Diesel exhaust fluid, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to lessen the harmful effects of the diesel exhaust emissions and stuff.
Yeah. That means that the exhaust is treated. So why shouldn't a diesel not run without it? It's just a matter of having a detector saying, yeah, there is AdBlue, start the engine. If you just disconnect and hardwire it, it will run without AdBlue. No reason why it shouldn't. Or just buy an electric car, that's it.
Quick and simple. And then just catch fire down the road.
Buy an electric car that requires more coal-powered power stations to produce the electric, that recharges the battery on the electric car, that you have to sit and wait an hour for before you can carry on your journey. Imagine trying to go to magical mystery tours to football games with bloody electric vehicles.
How many times would we have to stop?
How many times do you have to stop over for charging?
Has an electric BMW, a huge car. I'm sure they go 500 kilometers with one charge. It's amazing. Almost 1.2 million.
Yeah. Did I get paid for
Your
that
contract
last
is
load of
finished?
sunflowers that I tipped? I must have done. Must have got some harvest income
Yeah.
off of that, I think.
You got 23,000. You got. Yeah.
Right, I'm not delivering any
Something
more
like
then. The rest will come back to the
The
farm
rest can
for
go
our
to the
use.
farm.
Wow, there's only the cultivating job left. Mr. Helge's done all the fertilising.
Yeah.
He doesn't mess
And-
around you today.
And compost was readily available, funny enough. At field 19, the compost machine was giving me more than 2 loads.
Good. That's what it's there
The
for.
big machine, the big machine is empty. Was not filling me up completely even. But okay. We have now several sources that we need. But we also need to
Yeah,
fill in some
that is something
straw,
I will make a note of for the future if we ever play any of Stevie's other maps. Before I start a server with Stevie's map, check the productions and check what their processing rate is, because some of those machines are
too
ridiculously slow. Like that big compost factory should be producing compost way faster
hell.
than it is. And
We
that
should
milk
even
machine
be
at the
able to
farm,
sell it.
that milk machine at the
Yeah.
farm should be converting the milk faster, because the cows produce milk so fast. You can't. That machine gets full waiting.
It's not
So then it's
coping with it.
it can't cope with the milk coming from the cows because it doesn't work fast enough.
Yeah, maybe it's time to buy some dairy farm here. A dairy factory.
Oh yeah, we have that option. I mean, they're on the map. There's nothing to stop us going over and buying the dairy. Where is it? Bakery. On there, because that's a sell point, and it'll be a production, won't it? It's at the top here, in it somewhere. Is it that one? Sugar mill. That one. Wood sell point. Is it that one? Dairy. Would you like to buy the dairy building for $70,000? Yeah, why not?
Cheap.
Got the money there?
What would we like to make? We would like to make yogurt with milk, strawberries and honey. We would like to make butter with milk. We'd like to make cheese with
Is
milk.
it automatically selling, or you have to go there?
We would have to go. We've got the choice. We can have it automatically sell.
Yeah.
We can put it to automatically sell the products that it makes, but obviously we can go there and collect them. Obviously we need to go there and deliver the stuff. Chocolate and sugar would make milk, and sugar make chocolate. So yeah, fill the tanker up, take a load of milk over there. All works well. Like I say, it's, we've got the money. We should be starting to branch out the productions a bit now and expand our operations a little bit. Keep selling all the raw products all the time. Why don't we start converting our raw products into more expensive stuff, more profitable?
Yeah. Don't forget
Get more
to
money
sell,
in.
Don't forget to sell stuff when it's November. Wow, that was expensive.
Expensive repair costs.
Yeah, for the tractor. It's one of
Got
the
a
best
Liverpool game
tractors
to
we
watch.
have.
Okay, Barker. You enjoy Liverpool?
Oh, are they playing?
Yeah, is it there? Carabao Cup game tonight,
Oh, is it?
semi-final.
Didn't even know there's any football on.
Yeah, there was one last night
Where's
and there's
our-
one tonight.
Where's our AdBlue tank?
That'll be in the next game. AdBlue. Blue
Yeah.
tractors. More costs.
Maybe,
Well, there
I
was
don't
a
know,
death. There was a
mod?
death mod in
There was a mod,
FS19.
yeah.
There was one, yeah.
Yeah,
Added death to all the vehicles, and you had to go and fill it up from a special tank, special pump.
yeah. They did much more mods and stuff in FS19.
There we go.
There we go. Harvest completed. He actually did. Not too worried. There was a spot missed. We still got paid.
Oh, did I miss a bit?
It's like one little stalk of sunflower.
I blame
paid.
Anna.
Sunflowers to the silo.
So field 11 was potatoes, and now he's asking me to do cultivating.
Yes.
Why? Should be plowing.
Should have been
or
ploughing.
something.
Would have been ploughing. It ought to be ploughing. Or do I have to update a mod to make that take effect? Because I know in better contracts there is an option.
It's already
now.
fertilized, and maybe it's already plowed, obviously. Because needs plowing is not showing. It was when we harvested, it was showing plowing required.
Okay,
But now
might
it's
have been
not.
done then.
Maybe he did it, and then it fertilized, now cultivating.
Could be. Let me check. Ah, see, I've not. Root crop ploughing is now enabled. That is
What?
an option in better contracts. In the better contract mod, there is an option that after every harvest of corn, potatoes, and sugar beet, ploughing is required. So after contracts for those crops, the next job should be
Wow.
ploughing. Are you planning on keeping it on the same map for the entire time? No. No, we change the map whenever we start to feel like we've seen enough of it.
When it's
Seen
run its
enough-
course.
Yeah. Or, you know, if one comes out that everyone's particularly keen to go and play on, then we
Who do you
change it.
talk
You talk to Barker.
to? Ah,
Normally I rent the server in 3-month chunks, and normally what we've done is we've played a map for like 3 months, and then when the server comes up for renewal, that's a good time to change the map.
or we change it to a new map when we won
Nathan
the
Riffin is
game.
off then. What is it? Break.
Jess have put on
You
it.
did do 12
but
this
it's
time
stuff
around.
around
Yeah,
it.
I've never done it. I've never rented 12 months, Barker, no. Never rented it that far in advance.
I don't understand. 2 tyres
2 tyres.
at the front.
Yeah. 2 front tyres.
Yeah.
Something,
an oil leak or something.
There's a minor oil leak and it's leaking water out the thermostat housing.
Thermostat.
What makes the fan cutting? It's not like bad.
Yeah.
He said it's not bad, but the suspension. He said there's an oil leak and the coolant leak, but they're not major. Like, don't worry about them too much. But I would sort them. But if we won the lottery, he would sort it basically.
Yeah.
And then the suspension. There's a suspension bit and the 2 tyres. He said, and obviously the clutch. He said he would do like they need doing now, really.
Right.
So he's going to price it up tomorrow, but he's going to do he can do the clutch.
Yeah.
Then I can have it for Saturday, and then he can have it back for the others.
Right.
But he's hoping to get the clutch finished tomorrow, road test it Friday, and get it back to me. It'll come back at some point Friday.
Okay.
And I said, I hope so. And he put, I hope so too. It's a horrible job. That's why
Well, how much more
he doesn't know. He's got to price everything up.
Well, 2 tyres, what were they last time? 90 odd quid each, weren't they?
Yeah, but I've just said to him like new or decent part ones. I'm not. If I need to do them now along with the clutch, I can't afford to be putting like 100 quid tyres on it.
You know what? You're probably looking at about 3 grand, ain't we? In total with everything else then, more or less.
But it depends what's causing the thermostat leak, and if it's just a poor gasket or something, then it's not too bad. But if it's something major,
What's the spring? I bet.
the shock,
Ah.
the rear shock's leaking the hydraulic stuff out of it.
Is that why it vibrates?
Can you move your butt?
Is that why it vibrates at that again?
No, because that's at the back.
Oh. I don't know.
It'll be whatever ball joint he's stuff about that he's telling me is wrong. That's why it vibrates a lot.
Okay. Well, you best sell some more logs.
ETS did say though, didn't they, when they did the suspension, that it's like a it's like a potluck when it comes to suspension. Like, there'll be a few things, and unless you do one and then find it doesn't fix it or anything, you won't know that it's something else. That didn't make any sense when it came out of my mouth.
No. What job do you want me to jump on?
There's a harvest done on field 19.
No, we
Is
haven't.
that with the
started
normal
yet.
header?
Normal header, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also
Field 19.
Yeah.
Or you can help me with cultivating on field 11. Big blue tractor.
Could
I'm
do, because Field
happily
13 has a
doing it.
cultivating contract as well now. Which is the field that Richard just harvested.
Well, or you can start harvesting and we can do the cultivating.
Yeah. I'll take my John Deere for a drive.
I'm just going to give the new goat some food, and then I will go and assist whoever needs assisting. Got some goats, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah. Do you have winter and summer tires in the UK, or
No.
do you have mixed tires?
No, we don't really have much difference really here, do we?
No.
It's just icy, or it's just potholes.
Yeah, in Germany, people in October change to winter tires. And
We
after
don't really
Easter,
get
they
this
change back
extreme
to
weather
summer
anymore,
tires.
do we? That's the thing.
No. Oh, blooming controller.
But then you are not really driving 250 kilometers an hour on the Autobahn.
No. No, we respect the speed limits over here.
Yeah. We do too, but there are no speed limits sometimes. That's why you have to have tires that are able to go that speed, you know. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Crashing the trailer. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Chum. Wait for it. He's now thrown through the whole map. Chum. Flying all over.
I did say I was going to repair this tractor as well. Probably ought to do that when I go past the workbench in a minute.
Well, this tractor is repaired, but it's only half full. And fuel. And AdBlue.
Why does Helgi only do half a job if he has no speed limits on his way home? If anything, he should be last to leave. Exactly. Mr. Helgi could leave the farm after us and he'd still get home before us if he's got no speed limits. So why does he have to knock off at 9 o'clock? Good point,
Because I have no car. I have no car and have to take the train.
He has to walk on the autobahn. That's a bit scary. All those cars zooming past it. Let me repair that.
Wash basket?
Rollerblades and a strong grip, he'd be fine. I agree.
Yeah, lesser. Yahoo! Chong.
Oh, you need to leave me 25 quid on it because I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. I like to pay her cash.
Okay, but why do I need to leave it here on the weekend?
Oh yeah.
I can leave it with you.
Well, I'm just saying you need to get me 25.
Just let it grow.
It already looks a
Save-
mess.
Save for the
Let
car
it grow,
cost.
Let it grow.
Probably be my last haircut now. It's just costing me more money.
Need some straw.
Nah, you could have sort them out.
What?
I think
I mean,
straw
my
we
friend
have.
Honey refuses to wear jumper then.
Yeah.
sure clippers cost that much. What, 25 quid for clippers?
Field 10 needs weeding.
It's a haircut and a shave. Takes about an hour. Hot
What?
towel, quite nice and relaxing.
An hour? Holy
Ye-
cow.
Yeah. You're the only person in the room with her. It's quite nice.
I can't remember what my clippers cost. They're it cheap because they're like ceramic plated. So you don't have to worry about sharpening them or anything. Battery runs out in them, will wear out in them long before the blade or the motor will.
It's the only luxury I get.
And if it takes an hour, then 25 quid is not that bad.
You get a nice little head massage, rubs your face, put some oil on it. It's quite nice, to be fair. It's really relaxing. And she's not a bad looker, to be fair.
You get a happy ending.
Not quite.
Oh dear.
Be cheap for 25 quid. I would use Ryanair to fly over there to get a haircut.
She's nice. She is good, I must admit.
But she's English.
not like the
okay,
ones-
forget it.
Yeah, she's English. That's why I go. I go to someone else and I don't understand what they're saying. Then one's in town. Is that what you say?
Right, so who's on field 19?
Harvesting, that's me. Yeah.
I'll come over there with a proper truck. Not this trailer. As you're harvesting our crop and I'm going to need to bring it back to the silo and it'll be a long drive.
What you doing, Ollie? It's bedtime.
Let's go to bed, Ollie. Robbo's coming.
Shit. I saw him in Morrison's this afternoon. He comes flying behind you on his stupid scooter. I think Saturday we'll probably leave about 11ish.
Yeah.
I don't know what time the bus is leaving, to be fair. It's not far, is it, really? Is it?
No, I think it's
It's a bit more of a
because I
local
think
one.
They put it on the WhatsApp earlier. Sure, Philpott's put it out there. Sure, they're leaving about 11ish. With a pick-up in Newark, then about half past or something.
Yeah, because the last post I saw about the buses, they were still waiting for a time. It's all I got told. 'Cause that's all they was on about last night at the meeting. We've not got a time yet. Not last night, Monday, I mean.
So who's renting the bus then? all the time?
The supporters club do. So the BBC man gets to have his say.
Are you safe from becoming a bus wank again? Yeah, we're not becoming bus wankers. No. Oh, we're not.
Nope, not doing that. Not doing that. We're too good for that.
We're too good to be bus wankers.
If I knew Riley wasn't going and I didn't have the kids, then I might possibly go on the bus. But with having the kids, and it's like 30 quid for me and Anna plus whatever it is for the kids, so that's probably another about 50 quid, isn't it, really? I think it's like a tenner or something for the kids.
Well, aren't they free now?
So, I mean,
if they're
I just-
under a certain age, kids.
I don't even know if that.
Wasn't that something we did decide and implement at the supporters
Yeah.
meeting a few
First,
months back?
at the start of the season, weren't it?
At the start of the season, if a
I'm
child
not too
is
sure what
under
come of it.
whatever age, and they're accompanied by a paying adult, then
Then they should be free.
They should be free, yeah. Sure, that is the case.
We need to charge Riley double though,
Yeah, Riley
and
should
his
pay
granddad.
double. And his granddad, yeah. Robbo should pay triple.
Oh, yes. I had to sit there once on the bus. I was
You have
like,
to sit
never
Robbo
again.
by himself.
I mean, Anna ditched me so she could play poker and that with Ali and everybody else. You just ditched me. Then me and Nathan and Robbo were at the front of the bus. That's when we had the Wormholes bus. Can't remember where we were going. I think it was Dunstan. And ever since then, it's like, no, never getting the bus again. Just no. One bad experience, that's it. I don't need that in my life. I can't believe we've got more fans coming though. You know, we had to update the bus and we've got more people.
49 seater jobby
So-
again.
And we're up by 7 now, and then what we were when we were in the playoff final to go into the Northern Premier or whatever it was back then. The Famarama or whatever. I don't understand how we're doing shit and we're getting more fans. It's not the barmaids. Not the barmaids at all.
I would say the opposite. I would say the fact that the bar is being run really well these days. It's well stocked. Plenty of options that people actually want to drink.
Yeah.
It's getting more people
Yeah.
there. Food's improving all the time. Food options.
Definitely get him that way.
I mean,
I don't want to tell her that,
obviously,
she'll get a big
obviously
head.
this week Stuart didn't work, so you know all the chips were cooked in the middle properly, and you know the burgers were.
Everything
all
was better.
Everything was better this week. Somebody even reckoned they actually got melted cheese on their chips this
Yeah,
week.
Nathan. Yeah, Nathan
Which you
said he
definitely
had,
don't get
instead
on
of
Stuart's
cheese at the bottom.
duty.
And having them two in the kitchen was the same price as having Stuart.
Oh, Stuart
So we got the two for the
doing his
price
bin
of
round,
one.
doing his bin round treatment in there.
You can do that more
I'll
often.
tell you what, Mum's not happy. She's not.
Oh,
Mum
she's
is
not?
not a happy lady, no. The bin men came round yesterday, didn't they? Doing the silver bin, was it yesterday?
Oh,
Silver
yeah, we
bin
got a
day?
ticket on ours.
She got a ticket on the bin. She got a ticket.
Yeah, we do.
You're not allowed to put stuff out in plastic bags.
Yeah, not allowed carrier bags,
Carrier
clear
bag,
white bags
clear
anymore.
bags or anything. Everything's got to be loose.
What's that?
She's like, well, how's that going to... Everything's going to blow all over the street, she says.
Yeah.
She said, and then
The moment the bin gets knocked over.
the guy says, if you've got more rubbish than you can fit in your bin, you'll have to keep that to the next time. She says, how am I supposed to keep rubbish for a fucking month? She says.
Yeah, because it goes monthly now, doesn't it?
It don't fit in the bin now, she says. How am I going to be able to keep it for a month in the same size bin? But yeah, she got a ticket on the bin. And we were the only ones. We were the only ones that got a ticket on the bin. And I'm stood there thinking, hang on a minute. You fucking bin men get cups of tea and coffee every week. You get sausage rolls.
Yeah.
You get a fucking chocolate muffin. And you're giving us a fucking
And this is
ticket
how you
on our
treating
bin.
us.
This is how you repay us and treat us. No more treats for you.
Nope.
You know.
I can't believe that they're doing it monthly though. I thought they would have done the purple bin monthly and like left the silver bin as it was. So it's only cardboard and clean paper.
Yeah, what good is picking up the purple bin monthly for cardboard, clean paper and stuff? Because by the time it's been sat outside for a month, all that stuff's going to be wet through in that bin.
Yep.
Your cardboard and clean
They're
paper.
going to stick to it.
They're not going to be able to do
It's
away
not like
with
they're
that.
going to lift it.
But here's an opportunity for you. Just go with the bus to the football match, and every time you bring your waste, and leave
Yeah,
it
we
in
just
the
give
bus.
it. We just bring the rubbish to Stuart at the club. So here you go, Stuart.
Yeah.
Saved you a trip. Save you a trip in your
There
lorry.
you go.
Here's your next. Here's your next load.
I said to Anna when I saw the sticker on it, I says, right, I'm putting the bin in the van and I'll just take it to the football club and chuck it in their purple bin. Fuck it. But yeah, just to tell me that I'm not allowed to put anything in a rubbish bag anymore. I'm
Well,
like,
that's exactly what mate
I'm not
said
gonna
to
pull it-
us yesterday. Because
it's
he
stupid.
says, because we said, oh, you know, because then he says, oh well, I said, well, I'm just going to start chucking everything in the black bin. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and says, oh yeah, if you put stuff in your black bin in black bags, you'll get a ticket as well. I was like,
What? And you
hey? I was like, what? You expect me to have a bin in my house where I put all my loose rubbish, food waste,
food and
everything,
But tell me,
and
is
not
that-
put it
and
in
then
a bag.
I then have to carry that out and tip into the wheelie bin. I says, who's going to clean my fucking bins? Who's going to wash all my bins out?
Please explain it to me. Do you have a guy who's sniffing through your waste bins? and
Yeah, the
checking them?
councils go through the waste bins. Yeah, they go through your wheelie bins, check that you're not putting stuff in them that you're not supposed to.
That's right. That's too much money. That guy costs too much money.
Yeah. Costs far too much. And his name's called Dave Bennington.
It's Benno.
I
Here's on
promise.
Benno. Here's a on Benno.
Because he's lost at the big thingy twice now.
Yeah, that's why
So
he's doing.
taking
That's
it
why he's
out on
putting.
us.
That's why he's putting tickets on our bins because we beat him at the quiz last 2 times. We took the money off him. We took his lovely money.
But he's got an inside man on our team now anyway, Stuart. I believe he didn't know
Our
what a
house-
plum was.
If there's somebody
tomato.
if there's somebody moving into our house, then they throw everything in the bin. They don't care which one.
No. It all goes to the same
Nobody
place.
checks.
All goes to the same place.
Yeah, it will be burned. That's it.
Fucking
It's a
simple.
waste
Yeah, because they used to bury it.
incineration plant. It's the waste incineration plant we have here.
Burn it in the power
Look,
plants
it's
to
done.
make the electric to power the vegans' electric cars.
Yep.
That's what we should do with it all.
You can
All just a
contaminate
bunch
your
of
neighbor's
idiots.
bin.
Yeah,
Now
put it
you
in your
know how
neighbour's
to
bin
do
when
it.
it. None of our bins are locked either, are they? So anyone can just put any.
Anybody walks by can sling out in them.
I had my green bin rejected once because a kid walked past and put a packet of crisps in it.
Yeah.
I was like, it's gone out in the morning. I'm like, I've gone to work and I'm meant to keep an eye to make sure no one puts a packet of crisps in while they're walking past. There's a bin.
So that you should have said when he gives you a ticket that was not my waste. That somebody wrote something threw that in.
Well, where would we
You have to look it. You have to look it.
Where have we been the other week? Came home from town, and on the driveway there was one of these like Asda bag for life supermarket bag things. One of the proper strong carry bags, the ones you have to pay for, not the plastic ones. There was one of those on our driveway filled with grass cuttings.
Oh, okay.
And we're like, where the fuck's that come from? Because we don't have grass. So, Mum just picked the whole thing and threw it back into the middle of the road. She says, it ain't my rubbish. You can go out there.
What are you getting, Ali?
Must have come out of somebody's green bin, I'm assuming. They obviously had a look through, someone had put a bag in with grass cuttings in. And the bin men took it out. And it's like, no, we ain't taking that. The fact they just
Because of the
randomly
plastic
on our
bag, yeah.
The one property in the whole street that doesn't have a lawn. So how can it be our grass cuttings?
Did you get that turkey? Well,
It's empty, buddy.
Park the place.
Yeah, we have some stupid rules over in this country, to be fair.
But also in our area, people take their waste bin and throw it out of the car, or just put it in the train station in the bin. I don't know. We all sort the glass, the plastic, the paper, waste, and then there is even biologic bin, which we don't have.
I know, we've only got the free bin. Is it? Yeah, free. Oh no, 4 with the glass. Yeah.
I said to my sister, I'm going to make her colleagues very happy in the future, because when I do my shopping in Morrison's, when I get to the till, I'm going to start taking all the packaging off everything and leaving it on the till. I'm going to take everything out the boxes, everything out the plastic, and just put the stuff that I want in my shopping
So
bags
you
to
have-
take home.
you have-
The rest of the stuff, you
you
can
have-
keep that.
You have 4 bins. That means you have to have space for 4 bins.
Yeah.
Can't I park my
Yeah.
car even here because I have all the bins in the way? When we put paper and plastic and glass, we put in plastic bags, put it outside. There's no bin.
Yeah, I said to my sister,
So
when I
you
go through
general waste.
when I go through that checkout in the morning and Lynn's there scanning away, if Lynn can't
Start taking
justify
things out.
if Lynn can't justify why I've got to have the packaging, it's staying there.
Yeah. It's their waste.
Their waste.
I didn't pay for the packaging. I paid for the produce.
Yeah,
for the
take
produce.
it back to them.
So
That's from
it
all
makes
the-
it weigh a little bit less.
It's all from the product that I bought last week. Please take it back.
Take it all back, sir. I'd like a discount, please. I brought all of it back.
Like I bought 2 jacket potatoes the other day. What do I need the polystyrene tray for and the cling film?
Exactly. What are you going to do with that?
What do I need that for?
I just need 2
2
potatoes. I
jacket
don't need
potatoes.
everything else.
They have a jacket.
The woman on the checkout says, "Oh, well, you need the cling film because it stops the potatoes rolling off the tray." Well, I could understand that, but we don't need the sodding pissing tray.
Oh,
That's like trying to justify sellotaping 2 potatoes to a horse's head.
It proves that.
How this goes for you next Tuesday? No, we're not shopping on Tuesday. We'll be shopping either Thursday or Friday this week. New days.
oh,
New days
Something
to
a bit
take
different.
advantage of the staff double discount. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and obviously there will be no shopping trips on a Saturday for this boy. Or
Oh.
a Sunday.
no, 'cause you need to
So
recover.
that only leaves a Thursday or Friday, possibly. Because I'm only going to go shopping on days where the supermarket opens early enough that I can get in, done, and back
In and
before
out.
it fills up with people. Because I don't do people.
Nope.
I don't do.
We're not made to be sociable.
We're not made to be sociable. You're quite right. I'm not
We have a
paid
little
enough to be
circle,
sociable.
and that's it.
When the world
On one
starts
hand, you
paying
go
me to be
there.
sociable, I will be.
On one hand, you go there, a lot of people are there, then they even refill all the what's it called in English? The shelves. Yeah? So you're disturbing the people refilling the shelves, or the people refilling the shelves are disturbing you.
Oh, the shelf
They have-
stackers.
The shelf stackers, they have all the carts standing around where they take the new
Yeah.
product. Ah.
Yeah, they don't do shelf stacking no more, Mr. Helge. What they do, all these people
No?
in these supermarkets,
They just leave it on the
they
pallet.
bring out all these cages or pallets of stuff, block the aisles up so you trip over them and can't get past them, and then basically they stand around the corner and watch you having to unpack everything to get what you
Yeah.
want off of the pallets. They don't bother putting it on the shelf.
really?
They just let the customers serve themselves off the pallets.
All right.
Yeah, they don't do it like that anymore.
Why put it on the
Yeah.
shelf? Because somebody's just going to take it off 10 minutes later. We'll just leave it in the middle of the floor and let them just out free for all.
You are well advanced. You are the future.
I mean, you walk into like somewhere like Aldi or Lidl, and literally there's more
Oh.
pallets. There's more pallets than there is shelves.
Well,
Yeah.
Aldi was the basic idea of Aldi. To have it from
Less
pallet.
staff. Just pull a pallet out and then go get another one. Quick and simple, weren't it?
Yeah.
Well, some people they didn't take even the individual packages; they take the whole carton. Cardboard box. Oh. I mean, you
Did
could
we
also
need new
order
farm
online.
foods the
You
other
don't have to go there.
the first time?
Oh, that's quite spatial.
That's
quite a big
big
space
and
in there.
spacious, yeah.
The only problem is, well, in the old one, you could look at both freezers at the same time
You
as
could
you're
look
going
at
up the
both. You
aisle.
could
Now
look in
got
both. Now you've got to go up and down the same row because the freezers are too far apart for you to be able to see what's in each side. And they don't have those handy things like in big supermarkets that tell you which aisle has what in it.
What aisle's got what?
So you have to go up and down every aisle to see what's in the freezers. Yeah, we noticed that. We're like, fucking hell, we're going to end up doing twice as much walking in here.
I always forget to look up and look on the shelf above it. Because I'm always looking like, oh, what's in this one? And then I move on to the next. I was like, oh, shit. What was above it?
Because now they've got shelves all above all the freezers as well now, haven't they? In the new store.
Yeah,
with
it's like
stuff
confusing.
But that's the idea. You see something that you didn't want to buy, but you buy it because you see it.
It's just too confusing for me. You go in and you're like, your head's always looking down. Then you go, oh, when you get to the end, oh, bollocks. I've got to go back down and just look at the top bit now. And then you got to do the same on the next one. So you're going down the same aisle about 4 or 5 times because you're like, oh, bugger, that was down that aisle, wasn't it? But I do like how spacious, like, you ain't got no one, like, can bump into you, really.
No.
Well, you shouldn't have, because how big it is.
Now.
But this way you get your steps for the day.
Well, yeah. No need to go to the gym.
No.
Just walk around farm foods for an hour.
Well, I was thinking about it the other day, actually, because I was like, one shop I haven't been in since it returned to Grantham. I've not been in the Iceland. On St. Augustine.
Oh, that's small.
I've not been in there since it opened.
Oh, okay.
The last time I was in an Iceland was when it used to be where I think Savers is on the high street. Next to Morrison's.
Now that's going back a bit.
That's how many years ago it's been since I was in an Iceland.
Yeah, now. That's not been there for centuries.
I mean, to be
Never
honest,
heard
I
of
haven't really
Iceland.
been anywhere near that retail part since once Home Bargains moved up Dysart Road. I really haven't had a reason to go there. I don't do Sports Direct.
No.
I never go in there, so I'm not interested. Pets at Home I'm not a big fan of these days. Since they got rid of most of the animals and stuff. And they got rid of the big guinea pig enclosure at the bottom end, so we go and talk to the guinea pigs and stuff.
Yeah, they haven't got anything now, have they, apart from fish, basically.
Yeah, just fish.
And that's got smaller.
Yeah, so I've never had a reason to go in Iceland. And I don't go to that pan shop that's there either.
No.
It used to be in
Basically empty.
Panland.
It's in the wrong place.
And I've never been in Next. I've never gone in
No.
Next because,
You're
I
just
don't
going to
think
get ripped off in
they're
there.
not going to sell clothes for me. They're not. It's 1-0 to Fulham. Really? Been all
Who are they
over
playing,
them,
Liverpool?
but not put the ball in the net. Yeah, they're playing Liverpool. Will be moaning.
Well, the poster's got quite a lot of likes, the one about training tomorrow by the looks of it.
I think it'll be good.
So, encourage people to come back. I'm just looking forward to having a night out. It's always at the same place I go though. I'm there through the day sometimes, I'm there at the evenings. But I ain't got the 2 girls tomorrow, I've got a babysitter. We've only got Oliver tomorrow.
You've only got the git.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the little shit. Aren't we, Ollie? I know, you got to send that woman the bank details. Oh, it's just told me that we're still waiting for a reply.
You can do an all-man day. All-man's day. Only man's day? Whatever it's called.
Only man stay. What are you on about?
When he's with Oliver, only then.
Ah, a boys' night out.
Boys night out.
Yeah, I think Heather's coming up tomorrow night as well, just to not work, just to be nosy and have a drink. So
Definitely a boys' night out.
quite. And I'm not sure. I think Nathan said he's coming and stuff. So
Oh, is he?
the famous
Before he's
sixth
finished the
return.
car, can he really afford to
Wow.
watch a football while your car's in pieces?
And I'll be having words with him tomorrow. I'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing here?
Be like, hey, you're slacking, mate. We're on the clock.
Get back to that garage. Get back
No
out
time
to
off
Lincoln."
No time off till the magical mystery machine is fixed.
Exactly.
Saturday
When we're paying you
is
more than what you
critical.
want.
Saturday is a critical thing. You know?
If not, I'm going to steal his car. I'm going to nick his Suzuki.
Understand,
Wait.
Nathan, if you don't get that car working, there will be no footballs,
Bad
there will be
business.
no cones for the players,
There'll be nothing.
there'll be no bits,
It's all you.
there'll be no water bottles,
Penalty on the
And
contract.
and all you'll be doing, Nathan, is strengthening Fraser's attempted takeover of the kitman job.
Exactly.
We don't
He's
want to
only the
let him
water
get his
boy at
feet
the
under the
moment.
table. We don't want to let him get himself comfortable, taking away
No.
the job from the proper people. And last thing is
He's only there to get a free ride.
People like that to get more of a free ride and be even harder to get rid of in time.
Yeah. And then he'll make out he's better than what he is, because he's doing stuff.
I wonder how many posters Tiny's put up today. Out of all them
I've
places
not seen him
that
put.
wanted-
Oh, is it just one?
Out of all them places that were posting yesterday, wanting posters and stuff, and yeah, I'll be right. Not seen anything posted today about posters. Not seen any pictures of
No.
posters.
There's quite a few businesses, weren't there, actually?
Yeah. Quite a few people wanted posters. If we'd got any spare.
It's
or
quite
any
nice
left,
to see.
which is nice, yeah. Tiny, yeah, I'll take care
Yeah,
of that
problem.
for you. Yeah, right on that first thing in the morning. And then, like I say, sat there all today, not seen one single post. Not seen one
No.
single
The only
picture of a
problem
new
I've seen
business with a poster.
Some of them ain't even in town, are they? They're like up here. Up our in the town, like where the
Oh, the
industrial
linen
state
place,
is.
the
I'm
one,
like, well,
the company that does all the washing, the linen company.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, they probably won't even know how to read that poster. They'll upset Harrowby by having a couple up this end.
Let's go stick a couple on Arabet.
Yeah, I said that one. I said,
Stick
go
a couple
put some
the
up on a
gates.
notice board. See how long it lasts till someone rips it down. They put a Grantham Town flag up just outside on the corner in someone's garden. Say, I'll pay you £10 a week just to put this up on a on a pole. Just to upset them.
Photoshop a picture of matey in a Grantham Town shirt and put "Coming to the Mears" soon.
I know. I was really tempted to ask him.
Stick that up at Arabet.
See how long it takes before someone comments. Oh, please don't leave us, Jack.
Coming to the gingerbread soon. And he's in a Grantham
A new
shirt.
signing.
New signing.
Well, he admitted that Louis and Thingy's been talking to him. But because he's the captain there, I think it's going to take a bit more persuading. But Paul's good friends with him, and Louis is supposedly, so might not take too much if the price is right, I guess.
Look, mate. Let's be realistic. You're captain of Araby United.
Yeah.
That's
Sunday
effectively
league.
the same thing as making the div kid in school milk monitor. Okay?
Yeah.
You know, it's just
It is, isn't
it's
it?
just a title that makes somebody feel special. You could come
Yeah.
and play at Grantham, mate, and you know we'd actually give you something tangible. We'd give you a Guinness and a pie after the match.
Exactly.
We can give
We
you
offered
a
him a
Guinness and a
Guinness
pie
each week.
each week, and it won't be a pie that Oliver's smashed all over the floor. It'll be a proper one, sealed in a bag. You know,
It'll still be in the oven.
it'll still be in the oven. It'll still be warm when you get it. You know, that's got to be worth something, mate. It's got to be more than just a title, a word on a bit
Did
of
you
paper.
message Sophie not to take money?
Yeah. She said, hopefully you're not going to spend £6.
Also, we need to have a round of applause today for Money Lady because she managed to find a Wraith Shaker.
Oh no! After all that grief I got of her, oh, you
You'd
must have
lost
opened
it.
the door and kicked it out. It was all my fault,
now got
and
2.
there it was.
So now she can have 2 lots of Wraith on her day trips.
It's just you.
She just didn't look properly. That's what the problem was.
I need to buy another one now because they might be bringing back the pink one.
Yeah. Be a pretty big one.
There's something about a pink one. There's always something with that girl. No matter how much the car spends, as long as something pink comes out, oh, I've got to have it. Yeah, I'll have to read what Danny's put in his thing up at the club then. I don't quite understand how it works though, with Louis just being a coach and then Paul's like director of football and everything else. Why do you need assistant manager if we haven't got a manager?
Well, because
assistant coach, is he?
He's assistant manager coach. Assistant coach, yeah. But then I think because it, I'm wondering if because it bangs on a lot about all his under 12 stuff for Peterborough and his dream team involvement stuff thing. Is he going to be involved with the youngsters? That's a bit more of a link between the young teams and Louis than in the first team.
Oh, we might have a good because it's Peterborough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's part of Louis's whole seeing of football operation, football on the pitch stuff with the juniors all the way through. Maybe that's a step in that direction. Bring the guy in from Peterborough under 12s, and not only is he assistant coach of first team, but he might also then be involved in the kids, the youth stuff. Because as was already highlighted by Paul on that earlier, the information between the youth setup and the first team is always a bit not there. Yeah. No one seems to have no one has a clue what's going on in that, and maybe that's a step. Put someone there.
Oh, he's still on here. I hadn't heard him for a while.
So does that mean with the car getting sorted, does that mean that the button is going to appear? No, we're not going to ask Nathan to start taking more of their car apart to find a button. They replaced it. They bought me a new gimbal, Barker. They bought me a new one, which has a button. They were kind enough to buy a replacement one. That one's been eaten. The other one's been eaten by the car.
It'll be somewhere in there. He'll probably find it straight away. You watch it. It'll be somewhere simple, right on the front, in front of your eyes or something. You'll get in it on Saturday and it'll be like, oh, there it is. Oh shit! Not paying attention.
So the only thing that can eat in the car is the car. Yes.
Yeah.
No fish and chips.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, not even the kids, Barker. Give Emily a box of KFC popcorn chicken, the first thing she does is chuck it all over the floor.
Oh. Yep, goes everywhere. It was unnecessary.
It's like, what the heck? And that's only after Richard had said 10 times, hold it. Make sure you hold
Yeah,
it.
hold it. Keep hold. Don't mess around. Pay attention.
Whack. There we are. All over the floor. Popcorn chicken.
Now we've put 7 days in for a few players, so I might see some more new faces tomorrow night.
7 days.
Because that's what was mentioned on Monday at the board meeting. We put in for a few more players, so you never know.
Where are we getting all the money from all of a sudden?
Well, we're under budget now.
We're under budget now.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're 200 quid under budget on Saturday. Or 300 if I could remember. It was 2 or 3. I was like, really? And we won. Stay under the budget more often.
You mean 200,000?
That'd be nice. Ain't got many games left though, have we? I think we've got 7 home games left. And about 9 away.
Yeah, not long left this season. Not when factoring, like you say, February's short month.
1 game in April, haven't we?
Yeah, well, 2 home games.
I think someone said.
2 home, 2 away.
Because we pulled 1 forward, didn't we?
All the budget was Greg.
All the budget was Greg.
Yeah. I don't think they're doing so well at Stevie at the moment. Well, they didn't when they video called them and they lost, didn't they? That was funny. I can't believe that he actually answered.
We ring him every week. Make it a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Every week we'll ring him. After we win.
Just to let him know.
Just to let him know. Hey Greg, won this week, Greg.
So did he leave?
Yeah, he left
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
2 weeks now?
Yeah.
Oh no, is it 2 or 3?
Boxing Day, wasn't it? He left officially. And signed for them.
Yeah.
Played for them.
Yeah, he had his nice shiny black mask.
His O'Simon. His O'Simon mask.
Yeah. Being Zorro.
But you did recognize him anyway.
Yeah. I'm sure you're Greg underneath that mask.
I ought to Photoshop a Zorro mask onto his picture in Football Manager.
That'd be funny.
April has 1 home game and 3 away. Oh, okay. Okay then, Barker. Thanks for spoiling April for me.
Any of them Dunstan? what's not going to get played.
I think Dunstan should just give us the 3 points if they postpone the next match.
He should do, because we've got Dunstan.
We've cancelled it how many times now? So I think we should just be given the 3 points.
I think they've got loads of games to catch up on.
And I agree with what people were saying in the WhatsApp. Clubs that are constantly and regularly postponing loads and loads of matches really should be questioned by the leagues. Like, if you can't provide a premise,
a number of fixtures,
you know, that can actually hold the fixtures when you're supposed to hold them, you shouldn't be in the league. You shouldn't be at that level if you can't provide proper facilities to cope with just normal weather.
Unless there is a reason, clear reason.
Reason is they've just got a shit ground. Literally is a shit ground. It just floods all the time, doesn't it? And it's nothing special. They don't do it to try and help themselves.
For football, they had a swimming club there.
Or they should have to play both games at the opposition's home ground. I like that suggestion, Parker.
Well, that sounds good.
Play Dunstan at home and then play Dunstan at home.
I think that sounds a fair request.
And on whichever day is meant to be the away fixture, that's the day we do the charge what you like. So Dunstan don't get much gate money.
Yeah, we have to charge them for
today's
the
gate
facilities.
goes to the away team. So we're going to give them a quid.
We only made £1.99, and then the pound has to go to the ref.
Yeah. That's all we took on the gate. How did you do in the bar? Oh, we took £6,000.
What bar? There's no bar here.
Do you have to pay the referee?
Yeah, you have to pay the officials,
You have to pay them 300-400 quid a game.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's stupid. Further away they come, more we have to pay.
Mileage as well. Yeah, you got to pay them mileage as well. And if you ever get one of them games where they send you a fourth official or an assessor, you've got to pay for that too.
We've had a few of those lately.
We have, but good job, because the referees have been wanked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit card. I thought he was doing a good job until
the assessors definitely
got his cards
their work cut out to raise the standards of refereeing at this level.
Yeah.
But if you pay them, they should let you win all the time.
It'd be nice.
Yeah. Come on. I'm paying you.
Come on, I'm paying you.
Win. Why did we pay you? Because we want to win.
Yeah, it's about 300-400 quid each home game we pay them.
You can't provide facilities, why would you give them the gate? Because unfortunately that's the stupid rules of the fucking Football Association, Parker, that have no fucking consideration whatsoever for the small clubs. Which is why when we do like cup games and they have this stupid freaking rule where if you get drawn against a big team, you don't play the big team at the big team's club. If they are drawn at home, they swap the fixture so the big team comes to the little club.
Yeah.
The problem with that is the cup games always tend to take place in the week, in an evening, so the poor old little club then has to rent their ground and facility, an additional game at expense to them. They have to pay for floodlighting at expense to them.
Yep.
They have to pay for officials, and there would be a fourth official for a cup game at expense to them, and then you have to split the gate anyway then, because it's a cup game. So the big club gets half the money, but it's not like the big club has any kind of requirement to field a full strength first team or anything. So they most of the time they only send their own boys or academy players, and it's not like they bring any fans then. Because usually their first team's playing somewhere else the same night, so all their fans are watching the first team anyway. So
we've had that a few times, haven't we?
It's always a huge loss being in the cup. Being in the cup against, you know, like Grimsby and teams like that, it's just a fucking disaster for us.
It should be a winner.
It's a money loser. We lose so much.
Yeah. Ali, I think we pay 175 to rent this pitch.
Rent the stadium and the
each
pitch.
time we play.
And then if it's a night game, then we have 279 quid then for the floodlights and the electric.
Yeah. And it's just like...
The clubs should pay for all that.
You would have thought so.
They have enough money.
It's crap. The Football Association just they're completely out of touch with grassroots football. They really are. The backbone
they're all
of the
about
game,
it, but they're not doing it.
The backbone of the game, they're completely out of touch with it.
Yeah. Oh, we're all here for the grassroots
They seem to think
football,
everybody's getting Premier League money, they do. They seem to think everybody gets that at every level.
Yeah.
You should get some television money from the television stations.
We're not that good, unfortunately, for TV.
For filming such a game, a cup game.
It was on Match of the Day once, just for the highlights, when we played Leighton Orient. And I think we did when we played Rushden Diamonds, when it was 5-4. But then you don't get the money straight away, you get it like later on.
At the end, it's divvied up at the end of the season when they divvy out all the money from the competition. You just get a thing saying, oh yeah, because of this year, your participation in such and such, you got this amount from the TV money.
Then
the TV
then you get taxed.
And then you get taxed.
On that.
So the tax man takes 40% of that. Thank you.
So stupid how it all.
Now I understand that why Uli Hoeneß went into prison for not paying taxes. You know Uli Hoeneß?
No.
He was the manager of Bayern Munich.
Oh yeah. Did he get sent down for long?
He was in prison for some years for tax issues.
Well,
but he was also speculating a lot with his money. He's a big sausage producer in Munich, in Bayern, South Germany. He's got a lot of money.
Put Emmy's money back.
He always invested in shares and everything. He put money in the stock market, and they found out that he forgot to pay taxes. Several million. Not like pocket money.
No.
And our Kaiser is dead now. You heard that? Franz Beckenbauer died.
Yeah. Poor old Franz. Won the World Cup as a player and won it as a manager, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But there's a shadow hanging over him with all the Qatar business.
I also saw got sacked today, didn't he? The guy in Formula One, the Haas team manager, Günther Steiner.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been dismissed as team
Really?
principal of Haas Racing. So that's Drive to Survive not going to be as much fun to watch in future on Netflix, as they won't be following him round at every race, recording all his wonderful, colourful lines. Maybe someone should give Kick a email and say, hey, now he's available, maybe you want to sign him for your stake F1 team and have him as the streamer for your F1 team next season at every race. Have an actual Gunter channel on Kick where everybody can sign up and log in and just watch Gunther all weekend and listen to Gunther. Might be more exciting than half the races, actually. Give Kick a chance to get some of their money back that they've pumped into fucking F1.
You don't speak the TH, you just say Gunther.
Gunther.
With a normal T. Yeah.
Gunther. He shot to stardom that first season. That first season of Drive to Survive catapulted him. Made it. He was bigger than the team after that. He was. He was so much bigger than that Haas team.
But 78 years for Franz Beckenbauer is not very old, is it?
No. Is there somewhere I can sell all this here? He was the best thing about that show. Exactly, Barker. Gunter was the best thing about Drive to Survive.
However you spell it. It's Gunter.
That first race that they did in Australia. And he's on the phone to Gene Haas after the race, and he's like, "Yeah, we did really well." He says, "For 5 minutes we looked like rock stars, and then we ended up looking like a bunch of wankers." And Richard sat there going, "Why did he get on a bus?"
He's a bus wanker.
Huh. No, we drove a bus.
Gene Haas is like, what went wrong? What went wrong in the race, Gunter? And he says, well, quite simply, our pit guys, when the cars came into the pits, they couldn't count to 4. So they only sent the cars back out with 3 tyres on, he says.
I mean,
Because they came in with 4 wheels and left the pits with 3 each time. That's what went
that
wrong.
is so. That is
Hello,
so
buddy.
embarrassing.
No, you can't sit on me.
That is so embarrassing. It's unbelievably embarrassing. The car was so good, he could even manage with 3 tires to compete.
No, what was so embarrassing was that race for Haas when Grosjean crashed at Baku under the safety car when he claimed he'd been hit by a guy that was nowhere near him. So, do you think you'll end up doing the farming on YouTube on Friday? Depends. Definitely worth a shout multi-streaming it, I think. Like I say, doing this like we've done tonight, using the AV1 thing and everything, and doing it here. Just because I don't think I've got anything else going live Friday evening. But, yeah, obviously, for me to stream on Kick needs to be working. If Kick's not working, then I can't really do much about that. You know? Perhaps they'll hire one of these 500 people that Twitch have fired today. And then we'll have a website at Kick that works. You know? Put some of those people to use.
500 people.
Yeah, Twitch laid off 500 people today. Staff members. Cost saving.
So bad. Or?
Cost saving. Didn't need them anymore.
Oh, there we go. I didn't even realise my thing turned itself off.
Rich has been sat there talking to himself for the last half an hour. And he's like, why is no one talking to me?
It's like, it's a bad Oliver coming in and out of me. I'm like, just not paying attention. Just like, yeah. I know you're talking about Formula 1. I never really got into that.
Yeah, poor old Gunter Steiner's been sacked by Haas today. Team principal. Who's the best thing about that team? Like I say, it's going to be a huge loss to Drive to Survive over on Amazon. He was one of the main people that they filmed and recorded all year and mic'd up at every race for all his excellent input. Like I say, maybe Kick should hire him to be the team principal of Stake F1 next season.
Commentary in WWE next.
No, they could just do a Gunter Steiner Kick channel and just have him at every race, live streaming from every race, giving his input and his thoughts on everything that's happening, his commentary on everything. It'd be amazing.
It won't be contracted to say he can't say this or can't say that about a
Maybe
team.
I'd say what he wants.
He's
yeah.
not tied to anything, is he?
Yeah. That could be quite good. I'd watch that. Tell us how you really feel, Gunter.
Yeah.
Tell us what you really think of Kevin Magnussen.
Tell the truth. Is he that much of a dickhead?
Yeah. My new favourite channel that doesn't exist. Yeah, it would be.
What was Gunter's job at us?
He was team principal. He was like manager, team manager.
Oh.
In charge of everything.
Will he be out of work
everyone.
long, do you think?
Hard to say. I don't know what the standings are at all the other teams in terms of their personnel.
What is Sebastian Vettel doing?
Nothing. He's retired, isn't he?
Got enough money to retire.
Team principal job would most likely be at risk next, I would say. I was going up and down the teams because they got rid of they replaced the guy at Renault, didn't they, or Alpine? They replaced that last season. They replaced the guy at Aston Martin. The McLaren job's safe. Zach Brown's pretty safe in that job. The Williams job's safe, I would say. AlphaTauri, their guy stepped up, moved to Ferrari, didn't he? Or did he?
Okay.
I don't want to hear you again.
AlphaTauri? Possibly, maybe. Could see maybe someone go in there. Steiner having the German and Austrian connections might fit in well with the likes of Helmut Marko and the Red Bull brand. So yeah, AlphaTauri might be a shout if they need somebody. And I'd say the only other place maybe is Stake F1. Because obviously with Alfa Romeo pulling out of that brand, that team, or for not Ferrari connections will be severed, so you won't have a Ferrari guy in that job. So yeah, Stake F1
Get me a drink.
could be a shout.
Get me a drink.
He's probably going to be a pundit on Sky Sports, yeah. Anybody would be better than fucking Chanderhook. Or that Danica Patrick. Oh my god, she's awful. And that other chick, Naomi.
Yeah, Gunter Steiner could be co-commentator at Sky Sport or something. Give us inside knowledge.
No personality with any of them, no. Honestly, when it comes to the Sky presenting team, the only people I would have from the current bunch is I'd have Natalie Pinkham as the presenter, because she's nice to look at. I'd have, obviously, Martin Brundle and David Croft as your commentators, because they
know what they're talking about.
They know what they're talking about. And obviously, Brundle's grid walk is legendary and needs to stay. I'd have Ted, Notebook Ted, for Ted's notebook and all the pit lane stuff. And then as far as anybody else that guests on the show, yeah, they need to be personalities and they need to be characters. Not just, oh, I used to race in F1 20 years ago. You know?
It's all changed since then. It's all computerised now.
Yeah. I mean, as much as we like the Jenson Buttons and the Damon Hills and the Johnny Herberts of the world, they're not
Damon Hill.
very
Damon.
exciting. you know. And I definitely don't agree with having the likes of like Danica Patrick and Naomi Schiff coming in commenting on Formula One, because a woman's never driven in Formula One. So how are they to lecture and criticise any of those drivers when they've never done it? Never done it. Never been at that level. Sorry. No thank you,
Go
ladies.
back to your go-karts.
Yeah. Go back to your Indy cars and your go-karts.
Just stay out the way. In the nicest way of putting it.
Yeah. Like I say, if you're going to have any woman in that kind of position, critiquing and criticising, the only one you can possibly think of selecting is Susie Wolff, because she's the only one that's driven an F1 car at an F1 event in recent times, because she was Williams' test driver. She was Williams' reserve driver for long enough.
So she knows a bit about it.
Yeah. Okay, she only drove in free practice sessions, in like free practice 1 or whatever at the event, so she never got to go wheel to wheel with any of the Lewis Hamiltons or Sebastian Vettels and that, but she still took part in actual F1 events as an F1 driver. She's the only woman. So she's the only one that can have any kind of, as far as I'm concerned, any kind of input.
I've seen videos of amateur drivers, really good ones, who like do computer Formula One on the computer or something, and are good drivers, but they can't even drive a few rounds without wrecking the car, because you have to drive that car fast, that the tires keep hot, that the brakes are hot. Yeah, everything has to be driven at the limit, and they can't even keep that edge to keep the car at the limit. Otherwise it would be too cold. It gets too cold when it's not driven at the limit. Such a big issue with these cars. They are race horses. So even when the woman is able to drive such a car, she has my full respect.
Of course, Susie Wolff's now in
you have
charge
to
of
brake.
the. She's in charge of the women's Formula One series, isn't she?
And the people were told, you are not braking hard enough. But I pressed the pedal already hard. No, it's not hard enough. You have to press it harder.
Because the best of that was at the end of the season, some of the F1 teams apparently put in a complaint that obviously Susie Wolff is like the FIA Formula One person in charge of the women's Formula One. And because she has all the access to all the FIA stuff and everything, she was giving inside information to her husband, Toto Wolff, who is the team principal of Mercedes.
Of course.
So they put a complaint in, and of course, straight away, both of them, Toto and Susie, kicked off and says, right, yeah, we're not happy with this statement that's been made that, you know, Susie's giving me information or vice versa and everything. And then, amazingly, all these Formula One teams all turned around and said, we didn't report you. Well, somebody did.
I mean,
and they all come out with a statement. We would never call into question the, you know,
they
integrity
can't say they are not talking about it. They can't say when they've got
to have some conversation at breakfast in the morning, isn't there? Over the breakfast table in the morning, they've got to have some conversation. 100% Red Bull did it, definitely. Red Bull would have been one of the teams, definitely.
And he would say, cut the shit.
Get the info coming down the line early. Get the, you know, if Toto is, you know, a couple of steps ahead of the information train, and it gives Mercedes a little bit of an advantage, it's not going to be much. Especially when you see how these teams are all engineered and set up. They can't just switch from one thing to another at a split second. These things take, these cars and stuff take months and months to develop. So even if she did have like some sneaky little information to give him, it won't be any use to them till like end of next season.
But it might give him a week or two advantage for developing new stuff.
Have you been to the gym much this week?
No, I'm taking the rest this week just to get over my cold and flu and stuff, and then hit the gym maybe start next week. Again, the gym stuff is really dependent on the minute on what I decide to do with my schedule for everything else. Because like I was saying in my stream earlier with Barker, I was thinking about moving some of my streamings, the kick streamings, to the mornings. Doing them first thing in the morning when the website seems to work better. Still leave obviously farming as it is now on the evenings, on a Sunday, Wednesday and Friday, but just for a bit of a period, see
just for everything else.
For everything else, stream early in the day.
All the Americans are in bed, ain't they?
Yeah, and then on those days, then obviously if I did that, then obviously things like going to the gym, I'd then have to start going in the afternoon or early evening. So then it depends what is going on those days then.
Yeah.
For me to see which days then fit in with me going to the gym late. Also, of course, it's January at the moment, so obviously with January comes that whole influx of people that take up the gym because they want to get in shape. Yeah. So the gyms are all ram-packed with people, and I'm not a big people person, don't like people, don't like crowds, so kind of giving the gym a bit of a miss at the minute. So hopefully when all those people that only join for January bugger off, and the gym returns to normal sort of levels, attendance levels, then it'll be nice again. Nice and quiet and peaceful in there for me working out.
When we were in the gym tonight, it was really full, and I saw at least 3-4 new people, and people coming in looking at the gym. Unbelievable why people think January is the way to start going to the gym, and then February, March they are gone again.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping everyone's gone again February, March, so I can have the gym back to myself. Sit there, get on my bike, do my pedaling, watch the telly.
Depends on the time you go in the morning or afternoon. It's usually quiet.
Well, yeah, 7:30 in the morning was lovely and quiet. I used to love that. And the one time I went in an evening, it was nice and quiet as well. Which I thought it'd be busy in the weekend, because I thought most people would generally go like after work and stuff. But at like 8 o'clock at night, it was quiet as Phil. Barker's New Year's resolution is 4K. What, graphics? Resolution? 4K is the goal.
Yeah. So now there's a sewing contract for Field 11.
Seeding, seeding, seeding. What's he want? Cotton?
Potatoes.
What, on field 11?
Yeah.
Potatoes? Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. It was potatoes and it's asking for potatoes.
And he wants
Just
she wants
checking.
potatoes putting back. And look at the machine she's going to give you, look. Look at that lovely, lovely seeder. To do field 11. And she's going to pay you 59 grand. And you're going to end up with 35 grand after you've paid for the seed.
Yeah.
And that is a, what, 4.5 metre seeder? How long's that going to take you to do the whole of field 11? 4.5 metre seeder. I'm sorry,
5
Sheila.
minutes.
I'm sorry, Sheila, but I
It'll
think you
take-
can jog on.
It'll take about 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, Sheila, but you better get your own wheels.
I haven't seen that advert for a while, actually.
No, that's another one of them adverts that's died a death. Bit like the old Yorkie Bar
Yeah.
adverts. I guess you're not allowed to have
Oh, yeah.
car dealerships or
Yeah,
car
why?
insurance for ladies
Because
only.
Because Sheila,
Provide women's
suit
only
them.
prices.
Sheila suit them.
Sexist.
Sexist. Discrimination. Yeah.
It hurt my feelings when they said it was only for women.
Yeah.
You were discriminated. Excluded.
I sent an
because
email.
of your sex.
I've written a letter. Personal one saying, you've hurt my feelings by not saying I could have your insurance. Because I'm not a woman.
Do you have also women parking spots in the UK?
There probably will be by now, I know when I look.
Yeah.
There'll be somewhere.
I mean, they have in parking spaces in parking houses or garage. They have usually next to the entrance. They have these women reserved parking spots.
Really?
Yeah. Did you have that?
These women get it so easy.
See, I could never
Like
ever, I
disabled
could
person.
never understand why women would get cheaper car insurance than men. Because I don't recall
They're
ever,
the problem.
Because they have less-
there
They make
ever
less
be.
accidents.
No, Mr. Helgi, no. How can you say a woman deserves cheaper car insurance than a man when no man has ever
Because
suffered
of
from PMT? You know?
Statistics.
No man has ever put his makeup on whilst driving.
No.
No man has ever tried to blow dry his hair whilst driving.
I think the statistic is wrong because men probably drive more kilometers than women,
We drive more.
and they drive the shorter distances only. And everything. But that's whatever. My insurance is very cheap because I don't have a car. Saves me a lot of money.
Well, exactly what you're saying there, Mr. Helgi. It's like when people say, you know, oh, statistically, the safest way to travel is by flying. Well, that's because there's less people flying every year than there is driving cars. There's bound to be more car accidents. There's more cars in motion at any one time on the planet than there is planes in the sky.
No, the problem is when you fly, there is a professionally trained pilot driving the plane. And in the car, it's everyone can do it.
See, imagine how good driving would be if it had the same level of training and examination as pilots.
Yeah, because
if you had to do the same amount of hours behind the wheel before you got your license as pilots do, would the standard of driving be better?
I don't know whether how difficult a driving license is in the UK, but in America it's very easy to do, you know. But in Germany you have theory and you have practice, and it's quite a task to do it. You need
we have
many
theory
hours.
and everything here as well, don't we?
Yeah.
And in the US, nobody fails a driving license. That's why they have stupid drivers. Some level of training is necessary, but then look, people can have children without training. You have children. Everybody can have children.
Because I remember being really
everybody
lucky
can have a car.
on my last driving test. I was really lucky that I passed it, because if I hadn't have passed on that date when I had my last test, 2 weeks after that, my provisional license and my theory test would have expired, and I would have had to apply for them again. I would have had to resit the theory test.
Do you have to repeat your license?
Yeah, I would have had to have redone it. I would have had to reapply, because your provisional license only lasts for 2 years. Your theory test only lasted for 2 years. And literally, I passed my practical driving test 2 weeks before they both expired. So if I hadn't have passed the test that day, there's no way I would have got another test inside that 2 weeks. So I'd have ended up having to redo everything. And at that point,
in a short period.
Yeah, at that point, I would have walked away. If I'd have failed my driving test that day, I would have never have passed my test at all, because that would have been it. That would have been like, I had 6 goes and done.
But now you have a license, you don't have to repeat it?
No, it's
Okay.
yours.
No, once you got it, you're alright, ain't you?
Forever, until you hand it back in, basically, which I think's wrong, because I think people over a certain age.
It's no age limit, I think.
There's no age limit on it, no, but I think there should be. I think once you reach bus pass age, you should have to resit your test every so many years. Should do a test of some sort to make sure you're competent. Because old people are freaking dangerous behind the wheel.
Or your eyesight, your health. And
eyesight, your health, yeah. There are definitely people of a certain age that should not be on the road. And people with certain medical conditions and stuff that should not be on the road.
Like, you're not allowed to drive when you're drunk. Huh?
No.
You're not allowed to drive when you're old.
Yeah, you're not allowed to drive when you're impaired on drink, alcohol, or you know, recreational drugs. Yet you look at some of these old people, the amount of pills they're popping every day. You think that can't be fucking right. Letting them have control of the machine.
They are on drugs as well.
They're off their head on drugs every day. These old people. Yeah. It's the only reason they're still going.
It's like the guy in the pub who says, I can't walk, I'm so drunk, but if you carry me to my car, I can drive you home. Hello, Richard. Oh, nice beard. Red hair. Are you a ginger? Look at the steel gloves. from the sawing, from the saw, chainsaw, wheel tools. You have one of those wheel tools in real life?
What, the
Picture?
beard?
No, the gloves. On the gloves
Oh,
is a
no.
make.
I don't wear
steel.
gloves normally.
No, but the make steel. They produce chainsaws and stuff.
Oh, yeah. All
You
my
use
equipment
these?
still.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, chainsaws, hedge cutters, trimmers,
First
and
number
blowers
one
and
brand,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah. Husqvarna's okay, but for me, it's all about steel.
Husqvarna, yeah.
So it's a bit easier. Plus, I know what I'm doing with steel. Husqvarna, that they're a bit more complicated. A bit more you have to faff around with.
I'm not sure. But did I do 6 jobs tonight?
You was on the ball tonight. That's it. I'm gonna have to call it a night. And there's a shout at me for the
too.
kids.
Oh,
Thanks for
it's the only
playing.
one.
Have a good night.
That's it. I've got to call it an early night for a change. I've got to go before Helgi.
Yeah, please.
Mr. Helgi
please
did
go
6
before me.
jobs, but as Barker said, the chickens did 7.
Yeah. Bloody chickens.
Bloody chickens!
Let me walk on their eggs now. Trample them down.
Yes.
Jump on them. Yay, yay, yay. Now all yellow. I have yellow legs now.
Mr.
Oh,
Helgi's
yeah.
left the server, Mr. Richards left the server. Well, good night, you pair. Thank you for playing this
Good
evening.
night.
Yes. It's alright. Friday,
night, Barker.
Friday next, isn't it?
Good night,
Yeah.
chat, if any is there.
Yeah, I
Anybody
look forward to seeing
there?
Mr. Helgi on Friday evening, and obviously I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow
Yes.
evening, Mr. Richard.
Yes. And we'll see you later, Barker, as well. If you're still in the chat.
Marcus,
I ain't seen the chat tonight, to be fair, with it not being on Kick. YouTube, it kept on disappearing on me because I'm not touching the screen. It fades the
Turn it
picture.
on.
Yeah, and then I couldn't mute the volume on there, so I had you talking and then I had you in my headphones at the same time.
that's one thing I don't like about YouTube. I'll be honest. YouTube app. There's no mute button. You have to turn the volume down.
No,
You have to turn your speaker volume down on the phone. I
No,
don't like that because I forget to turn it back up again.
yeah,
The app, you mean?
Yeah,
Because on the
My
PC you
iPhone,
can mute.
I can't mute it.
Oh.
Can't mute the
No,
video.
I can't
you have
on
to
here.
turn the volume down.
Cheers, good
One
night.
button,
Take care.
that's all it is that you need on the screen. Kick manage that. Kick of the mute button on their screens when you're watching on the
yeah,
app. That you
quick
can
and
press.
simple.
Quick and simple. Just click the speaker at the bottom of the stream and it turns the volume off.
That's all it needs. Just one button.
Volume, because I forget to turn it back up, and then people ring me and message me, and I don't get the notification. I don't hear it because the thing's turned off. Sound's turned down on the iPhone. And then I wake up in the morning and I've got 30 messages, and I'm like, oh shit.
30 messages, 4 missed calls. It's always the same, isn't it? Right, I will catch you tomorrow then.
Catch you tomorrow.
Right, bye.
Bye bye. I've got straw collecting. A link in the Discord, yeah. I'm sure he'll see that at some point. I might even check that out, see what that link's all about. Just for my own curiosity. I'm also thinking to myself on this map, we've had a nice little run of things. It might be time to shake things up a little bit in terms of the equipment and that. obviously we've got those lovely 2 John Deere 8RX tractors at the farm. The one that I was using to do the trailer this evening. Problem with them is they're a little bit on the slow side because they're tracked vehicles. I'm thinking we might now be a good time to think about maybe trading both of those in and getting something else that is quick. Also maybe a bit more power in them. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's time to do a bit of upgrading of equipment. Because fields are definitely not going to be getting smaller anytime soon on this map. And any new fields we buy are only going to get bigger. So we're only going to ever need bigger and bigger equipment. And there comes a point where the tractors can't handle that equipment. Much like the problem we have with the 2 cultivators that I bought. I bought 2 cultivators that I thought, you know, 12 metres is, you know, it's not massive, but it was an improvement on what we got. But the horsepower jump required to pull that 12 metres was beyond any tractor we had on the farm. So it's like, we've got cultivators we really can't do anything with unless we use the John Deere 9RX and that New Holland tractor. And I know the articulated tractors are not well liked by my fellow farmers. My fellow farmers do not like the articulated machines. I don't personally have an issue with them. I quite enjoy them. I don't have problems reversing them, but I guess that's because, you know, I'm fucking good at what I do. You know, I've put enough hours of practice in reversing the articulated tractors and stuff, you know. You know, because I don't just play the game in multiplayer like them. You know? I've spent some time in single player doing the work. See, I can say all this now because they're not here. They're not here and they can't defend themselves. They can't make excuses. So yeah, it'd be nice to have a look through and see what other machines are available to us in the shop that I could exchange a couple of vehicles for, like the 4Xs, the 8R10s, the 8RXs, because I think they were Stevie machines anyway. I think Stevie gave you those in the starting equipment on the map, so they are probably long overdue an upgrade. They are. The tractor like this then probably would then become our like middle of the road tractor then for a lot of the jobs that we use the 8RXs for now. And the other tractor that's like this, I can always go and take the twin wheels off it so it looks exactly the same as this one. So we have like 2, you know, 8Rs the same. That wouldn't be a problem. I could do that at the workshop, take the twin wheels off it and just put weighted wheels on like this. I know some people don't like the dual wheels and find it a little bit hard because of the extra width it adds to the tractor. And certainly if you're using it for like sell points and stuff, it's a bit of an issue. It makes things a bit tighter and a bit more restricted, but yeah, it's definitely something to look at, equipment-wise. Again, I'm conscious of the fact that we're going to have our own sugar beets to do soon. Harvest, so we're going to need a sugar beet harvester. We are. And then if we start doing other root crops after that, we're going to need harvesters and but yeah, there's still plenty to bring into this farm. It's one of the reasons why we need to start using, like I say, start getting some of these. We bought the dairy obviously tonight for 70 grand. I'm gonna bet it's not got anything in it yet. No one's run down there with a trailer or a tanker full of milk and started producing stuff because we've been busy doing everything else. And that's why then I start to call into question whether 3 days per month is long enough for us now on a map this size with 3 players, with the amount of fields and stuff. Do we have enough time each month to do everything we need to do? So it's like, well, it's either, well, yeah, because time scale is, we're at 3 times speed, so it's not a case of slowing down time. Slowing down time is not the issue, but I definitely think we could probably do with increasing the number of days, potentially, on the map. That would be an option. We have no leased equipment, do we? See, that's another way. A bit like on Sao Carlos, on my single-player save. There is the option, of course, that we take any new equipment on finance and we pay it off each month. That way, we've always got money going out of the bank every month, but we haven't got it going out as one great big huge lump sum. There is that option. And that would get us some new machines, especially with harvest. I think having harvesters on finance is a great thing to do, because they are expensive. You don't want to be spending like 700,000-800,000 in one go. So for example, yeah, we got 2 8Rs. Haven't we? 2 8Rs. There's the 8RX, which we've got 2 of. So they are actually more expensive than the 8Rs. So they only got 458 horsepower. You see, that's the problem. See, the Fendt comes in quite useful, because that can go up to 517 horsepower. That's probably the most powerful, normal sort of bodied, non-articulated tractor, I think, in the game. I think. Because the Case Magnum only goes up to 435. I think the Fendt is the most powerful. Now, obviously, 517 is decent. Question is, what have we got in mods? Now, in mods, we've got, obviously, Stevie's Case Magnum, which goes up to 647. We've got a bunch of the New Hollands. Forget about that T-Wolf Agri-Power thing, because that I'm probably going to use in my single-player save. So really, there's not a whole lot of options. I mean, obviously, we'd love the Big Bud. Big Bud 747, that would be a nice little tractor to drive around. The only problem with it is, it doesn't have a 3-point hitch, does it? Unfortunately. Which makes it very difficult to attach much of our equipment to it when we don't have a 3-point hydraulic hitch. We'd have to run like a trailed lifter, and then I can see already Mr. Helgi kicking off about having to run a trailed lifter in between the tractor and the machine, because that's all more bits of articulation, more bits of movement, and would make it even harder for him to steer and manoeuvre without getting it wrapped round his neck. So yeah, potentially, like I say, there is the option there to replace the two 8RXs with fence, because we're not really running anything modified. And harvesters is what it is. Like I said, I didn't really go for much this time round. I mean, obviously we've got the Panther or the do we already own one of those? We do. So we've already got potato harvester then. So yeah, we just need headers then for all the different root crops. So yeah, money wise then we're doing very well at the minute. We definitely need more productions. We do. Start putting our raw materials, our raw products into actual beneficial, useful things. Arca has returned from his trip to Sweden. I hope it was a good flight. Hope your arms aren't too tired. You won 2-1. Excellent. Is there any in here? Okay. I'll just run this over to the lovely, wonderful dairy that I bought this morning or earlier. Give that 30,000 litres of milk to turn into something wonderful. We've got the new goats installed and they're going to be making goats for us. And goat's milk. I tip the milk into it, because it might be what is it, Stevie's all fancy custom built one, isn't it? See, my problem with that is I could sell and demolish that. And then we could put something else in there as well. I mean, fruit processing would be nice. How big of a factory is that? I mean, that's reasonable sized, isn't it? So what's the plan for the rest of the week stream-wise, or is this week going to be the plan, the schedule week? Well, rest of the week stream-wise, it's going to be obviously tomorrow night, possibly football training. Friday farming. Anything in addition to that will be if I feel like it, really. Depending what I want to do. Spinnery. Have we got a spinnery? We didn't have a spinnery, but we do now. Right. Let's put some milk in, shall we? The next week's YouTube, I've got next week's YouTube content sorted out for videos in terms of Farm Sim and Football Manager, so that's not a problem. I'm going to worry about doing any more recording this week. So that's all taken care of. Shizer. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to take that contract. Oh well. Heard back from Rafe yet? No, haven't. About the ad giveaway thing you're meant to be doing at some point. Yeah, I need to chase that because I did send the form off, or I did fill it in. I'm just wondering if I logged in with the right account. And I don't know if, when it said I was meant to upload a photo of me repping Rafe, whether that meant I actually had to send a picture of myself with Rafe products and not just send a photo of my Rafe products. Yeah, that'll be what it means, you with the product. Well, that's probably why I've not heard from them then, because I did it wrong. I just sent a picture of all my tubs of Rafe on my desk, piled as high as I could get them. All my shakers. My what the ducks. Right, I think that's a good place to pause it for this evening. We've had a good run today on stuff and things, haven't we? I can switch back to that screen and then we're all nicely looking at me and talking to me. My beer is empty, so if I need a drink now, I've only got the water. How does that show you if you aren't repping? How does that show you repping Rafe if you aren't in the pick? Well, that's what the thing. You put a little caption on it saying I'm behind the products. You can't see me because all the products are in the way. The products hide me. You need to change the the current resolution, which is not supported for this configuration. The expected video resolution is 1920 by 1080. What? What's that all about? YouTube's giving me errors on my stream. 40 is working fine. Yeah, sometimes I think this YouTube dashboard thing just gives you a load of cobblers. I do. But yeah, new item off my throne wish list. Woohoo! Someone's bought me an item at last. It's going to be amazing. Ruffle that you will be good to go with the theatre mode and chat beside it. Really? Better YouTube UI. Throne. Do I have to log in? Log in with YouTube, log in with thing. I'll log in with that an account. Why is it asking me to log into Truffle? Log in creator's profile. I don't want any of that. Don't need to log in. Okay. Let's have a look then. Stream. Cinema mode with chat right beside it. Absolutely perfect. Cinema mode with chat right beside it. Absolutely perfect. Cinema mode with chat right beside it. Absolutely. See? Perfect. It still picks up my other setting thing from the other extension I use that automatically forces every video to start in high resolution. So if you go to a video that's 4K, it plays it in 4K. Doesn't keep dicking about and changing and downgrading. It forces it to play at that resolutions. So yes, job is done. Very, very happy. Oh dear, somebody's been buying loads of stuff from somebody's throne wish list. That Infinity Way geezer. My bitter enemy. Light in the box. $30. Oh, it's like fancy dress. Might have to remember that site because we might be doing a fancy dress thing for the away day. For the last away day of the season, we might all be going in fancy dress, but it's not fancy dress that we choose, it's fancy dress that we get drawn. So that's where it could be very useful to know of fancy dress websites, because chances are you're going to have to order your costume. Because I doubt everybody's going to have what they get drawn out of the hat with. I would think. Right. It has just gone 10 PM. So you can't choose to wear the bikini then? No. Or the Borat. I can't wear that either. Unfortunately. We almost peaked at one point in the stream at 5 viewers. That's our peak for tonight's stream. 5 viewers, ladies and gents. At the same time, the most concurrent viewers. Overall, we've had 31 people click on to the stream. That's all good. Probably better than I would have done on Kick, I would say. Not bad. And I've still got the video, obviously, to upload from this afternoon, which will all generate a few extra pennies. So that's all good as well, I would say. And you got 15 quid, yeah. Got a few memberships gifted, which was very, very nice. So, very productive evening. So, on that note, I will see people tomorrow at some point, either here or Kick. And then we'll be back Friday evening for the next Farm Sim multiplayer session. So everybody, enjoy the rest of your evening with whatever you've got planned. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Cheerio.